All right, we're up live on YouTube, starting the recording as well. Yeah, we got the video cam going on. Once you start talking, once you get on.
We welcome you on into Bellingham High School, where the 0-2 Bellingham Blackhawks will take on the 1-0 Westwood Wolverines. And to my right is Trent Marlowe. Hello, Trent.
Hey, Joe, I cannot wait for an absolutely fantastic night of some Friday Night Lights here in Bellingham.
Well, Trent, it's a bit of a tough matchup here for Bellingham. Obviously, they've lost their first two games of the season. They got a tough task here today against a hungry Westwood team who scored 34 points last week alone.
Exactly, Joe. The defense for Bellingham has to be up to the task here. On the offensive side of the ball at Bellingham, I'm looking at the junior quarterback, Cam McGregor. He's got to have a good day. His completion percentage right now in 2 games is under 50%, sitting at 45. If he could bump that up tonight, Bellingham might have a shot at this one.
Week 3 football, thank you for tuning in. Today's pregame show is brought to you by Joseph and Thomas Optician, providers of vision care and optometry services, including eyeglasses and frames. Bellingham has struggled to score offensively, and there is no avoiding that. They have 13 total points in their first 2 games. What has to change here today?
Well, I think just the offense as a whole. under 200 rushing yards in 2 games and under 100 passing yards in 2 games. It's simply not good enough. You need more yards, keep your defense off the field. Defense that, Joe, has been pretty good so far. We're going to look forward to that as well.
Yeah, the defense certainly has held their own. Obviously, they only gave up 7 points in week number 1, and in week 2, they allowed only 19, and that was in overtime as well, a game-winning touchdown from Ashland in extra time. So in regulation, they've only allowed 20 points.
Yeah, and this defense can be really solid. They have to slow down this Westwood attack, though. I mean, we're talking about Westwood on that side of the ball. They can absolutely pick teams apart. If Bellingham wants to stay in this game, their defense has to be up to the task tonight. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to probably keep repeating it, Joe, because that's really the key to this game.
Absolutely. Obviously, these two teams are going to be going head-to-head in about 10 or so minutes. It looks like on the field right now we're having a first responders night, as it looks like there are police officers, firefighters, and I'm assuming EMTs lined up right around the 30, stretching across to about the 40-yard line here at Bellingham High School. It's a beautiful night for some football. It's still hot out here, Trent.
Yeah, these players, hopefully they were drinking their water today in class, Still high school football players, still got to go to class. That 8 a.m. geometry class, maybe not the most fun on a Friday. But hopefully they're, well hydrated, ready to go and revving up, because it is an absolutely beautiful night out here.
Speaking of staying hydrated, that can lead to some cramps. Might see some names pop up on the injury report. We already have one to report.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like Westwood might be missing one of their big guys here, Joe.
Yeah, they certainly will be. Westwood's big running back. It was Brendan, I believe it's Sengic, if I'm not mistaken, just based on the pronunciation. Sengic, we'll say for now. But he had a big game last week, and they're going to be missing him today.
Yeah, Sengic, he compiled over 65 yards on the ground last weekend. He had a receiving touchdown as well. We saw him in street clothes during warm-up today, so we're assuming he's not playing, and that could be a big hit when it comes to Bellingham's offense. But really what it comes down to is their passing offense is still top-notch.
Absolutely. Tonight's colors of, actually, let me just let you know that the injury report is brought to you by Milford Regional UMass Memorial Health. Now we can go to the colors of the games, which is brought to you by the Embroidery Bar here in Milford. Bellingham is wearing their black jerseys, black pants as well. They have white trim on their shoulder blades as they run onto the field with the first responder flags. So it definitely is first responder night here in Bellingham. Again, black jerseys, black pants, white trim tattered throughout, white socks as well. Now we'll turn over to Westwood. Westwood in the all whites. They have white shirts, white pants, green trim. Looks like a green helmet with white trim as well. Kind of looks a little bit like Michigan State, I guess you could say. As we will move on now to the game's time and temperature, as we're just about 6 minutes before kickoff, 5 now. It is 72 degrees here in Bellingham. It got up to about 80 degrees here today, so a late summer last hurrah, I guess you could say. And it is currently 6:55 p.m. The band has begun to play as Bellingham has rushed to their sideline. And we're going to take a quick moment to talk to Coach Haddad here on MyFM 101.3.
Pregame with Coach in 3, 2, 1. Coach, obviously 2 tough losses to start this year. What has to change tonight?
Intensity. We've got to make sure that we also have our execution is right. That's the biggest thing. That's what I think we lacked is execution and taking care of the football.
Your defense has held up pretty well in the first 2 games. Obviously, Westwood, they've scored 34 in 1 game. What do you have to do defensively today?
They have a great passing attack, so we really got to be physical with the receivers, but more importantly, we got to get after their quarterback too.
And finally, keys to victory today.
Take care of the football, move the football, and be able to establish the run. And once we do that, we'll be fine.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks a million.
Good luck.
We'll bring it down to the field for the national anthem. Well done by Bellingham High School's marching band for the national anthem. Just about 3 or so minutes to go here before week number 3 is kicked off here on Friday night. I just want to mention real quick, the game time and temperature is brought to you by All Temp Systems, delivering the best high level of comfort and heating. As we take a look at the field, the marching band is now marching off the field. The first responders do stay out there for an extra moment. Looks like they're going to walk off the field as well. We should be getting ready for the coin flip, if they haven't done it just yet, as Westwood captains look like they're lined up, ready to go. Did not see a coin flip yet. Usually it's the coin flip and then the national anthem, so that's a little bit different, as they started with the national anthem, and I believe now they're going to do the coin flip, as Bellingham looks like they're going to start gathering their captains as well to meet at midfield. Trent, what's the keys here for Bellingham? They've lost 2 games in a row. Both were on the road. You got to get off to a quick start here in week number 3.
Well, Joe, I have to say one key has to be stay positive. You start 0-2, you can bounce back. They showed that last year. 7-game win streak to end the season last year. Let's see if they can go on a run like that again this year. Additionally, that defense is going to be key, the pass defense. You need to get the quarterback 1 sack in 2 games. Not good enough if I'm the Bellingham defensive coordinator. That needs to be better. Need to get pressure on Ty Pindell or else he's going to pick us apart.
So Bellingham has their 3 captains at midfield. Westwood with 4, including one who is not suited up tonight. That's Murphy O'Malley. He is a senior. And we're going to send it right back to the studio right now during the during the coin flip here on MyFM 101.3 for the opener.
You're listening to MyFM 101.3's coverage of high school football, brought to you by Milford Federal Bank, Joseph and Thomas Opticians, Milford Regional UMass Memorial Health, Crystal Pool and Spa, The Embroidery Bar in Milford, All Temp System, Milford Hardwood, Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop, Peppercini's, Winks Salon and Spa, ABC Air Heating and Cooling, Milford Tire Service, Southwick Zoo, American Climbers, GNC Plumbing and Heating, Flood Fire Pro, Modern Design and Build, and Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center. Now down to the field for high school football.
We are back here at the field, and it looked like I couldn't get a vantage point of who won the toss. We do have someone deferring, though. That's all I saw. I saw one referee say that the defer signal, so we will see who gets the football here shortly. But we're going to kick it real quick to a commercial break here before kickoff on MyFM 101.3.
This is Paul Serpine. If you're a regular MyFM listener, you know me as the voice of Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra, the guy who gets to stand in front of some of the best musicians in the region, wave a stick at them, and magically amazing music pours out. When I'm in front of our orchestra, I'm in my element. But when I'm in front of my oil burner at 4:30 in the morning with no heat, I'm as useful as a 6-month-old baby. I made a call to Jeffrey Mushnick and his orchestra over at Medway Oil and Propane, and what a performance by Jeffrey and his skilled technicians. Medway Oil and Propane.
Back here at Bellingham High School, it was Westwood who won the toss. They elected to defer, so they're going to let their high-powered offense start the second half, not the first half.
Well, Joe, I think I like that move by Coach Pindell. He just sets his team up for success. He wants to see this Bellingham offense that's struggled so much. He wants to see if they're able to come out here and actually get some yards, get something done, put a drive together. If I'm a betting man, I would bet on Westwood's defense here.
Tonight's kickoff is sponsored by Milford Hardwood. Let them floor you. As Westwood is grouped up, ready to kick the ball down the field. They line up around the 40-yard line, going left to right. They'll be kicking left to right. Bellingham will be receiving from right to left. The sun is pretty much set. There's a bit of a glow beyond the trees out by the school as Westwood breaks up from the huddle. They're just about ready to send the ball down the field. And here comes the kick. We are underway here in week number 3. Fair caught by Bellingham at about the 36-yard line. Kind of a squib kick that time from Westwood, and we are underway.
You know, Joe, I have to go back and almost wonder if that was an onside kick at time. Maybe Westwood wanted to catch him off guard, punch him in the mouth early on, and really get their offense some good field advantage right at the beginning of the game. But either way, dealt well with easily there, covered by the Bellingham special teams.
That was Jonathan Bertone on the kick for Westwood. We'll see what the Bellingham offense can do. They've only scored 13 points in 2 games. They're going to want to start off with a bang here in week number 3, their first home game. Should be Cam McGregor at quarterback here for Bellingham, getting things going. He's in the pistol formation, 2 receivers far, 1 on the near sideline. They snap the ball. They are going to give the handoff to the running back, and it's straight up the field. First play, all the way down to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, 1 play. Mason Alger, an immediate score for Bellingham, 12 seconds in.
Whoa, Joe, Alger has been averaging 73 yards a game in the first 2 games. He's pretty close to that total already with that massive run right up the left side of the field, hitting that hole right in the A-gap.
You talk about a statement, a wide open hole as well. Alger, a great run, but the offensive line, great job on that 1 play as well.
Yeah, Mason Alger has to be happy with that run. The junior just getting it done. Running back takes off, and we get ready for the extra point.
As the extra point will be lined up, and the kicker will be Anthony Barrasso as his kick goes straight through, and it's 7-0 Bellingham on MyFM 101.3. We'll take a quick break.
It's time for the Reynolds Report, your local sports spotlight on MyFM. From Friday night football and basketball buzzer beaters to the unsung stars of field hockey, track and field, and more. I've got all the highlights, scores, and stories from around the MyFM listening area. Stay up to date with the Reynolds Report and read more at myfmtoday.com. Local sports covered the way they should be, only on the Reynolds Report on MyFM.
Back here at Bellingham High School, and what a start here for the Blackhawks. 1 play, 1 touchdown, 7-0, 12 seconds in. As Bellingham will be kicking from right to left, Westwood. Got to wonder how they respond offensively after they just got punched in the mouth.
I mean, Joe, could you think of a better dream start for Bellingham?
No, certainly not. I mean, you've been struggling to score for 2 weeks, and now you get a huge play, and the sideline is really, really pumped up as they are jumping around with their hands in the air. Here comes the kick, and it's a low squibber. It'll roll to about the 20, and it'll roll out of bounds. So that will be a kickoff out of bounds penalty. Not what you want after a big play.
No, but not the worst thing in the world. You trust your defense here if you're Bellingham.
We will see where Westwood decides, or where Westwood will line up. They don't decide that. The referees do.
And now we get to see the player I've been looking forward to all week, Joe. Ty Pindell, the senior captain, coming in at 6'4", 200 pounds. The senior quarterback is going to look to do some damage here to the Bellingham defense.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, not the NFL rules. Obviously, kickoff out of bounds in the old kickoff rules in the NFL were at the 40. This is at the 35. That's pretty much where Bellingham started things. They were at the 36. Obviously, they broke off a 64-yard touchdown. Pindell in the shotgun, running back to his hip. 2 receivers near sideline, 1 far. They're going to hand it off to the running back. He has a huge hole. He cuts through for at least 10 yards and a first down.
You know, we said it, Joe. How much are they going to miss Brendan Chesnick? It doesn't look like it's that much yet. Number 3's on the sideline for Westwood, but they're still running the ball very efficiently.
So Westwood, after a first down, will line up very, very quickly. Again, same formation, another handoff, and straight up the middle goes the running back for Westwood. And that should be about a gain of 8. Good run right there. Looked like he was stacked up after about 5 yards. He was able to push forward for another 3.
Solid. These are nice chunk plays in the running game early on for Westwood. Could spell some sort of disaster coming on for Bellingham's defense if they can't put a stop to this early.
Well, I believe it's number 9 for Westwood High School, which was my biggest fear because he has an impossible last name. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I'm just going to botch it. So we'll just call him the Westwood running back for now. Anyways, shotgun formation, similar formation. They go to the left side on a run this time, and it's a gain of 1. So this should set up 3rd and short.
Nice job of the Westwood defense. Not 1, not 2, but 3 tacklers getting up, driving the running back up field. Textbook tackling.
So to me it looked short. They're going to actually give him the first, I believe. So this should move the chains. They're going to actually stop the play here and maybe, nope, they're going to give it the first down.
The chain crew did not agree with the refs there, but the refs saying otherwise.
1st and 10 for Westwood. They are on the 44-yard line of Bellingham. 3 plays, 2 first downs, as I'm avoiding a hornet. As the handoff goes straight up the middle past the 40 to around the 39-yard line. Gain of 5.
Nice gain. Again, Bellingham only been able to answer 1 run so far. Also surprised, 4 plays. We have not seen Ty Bindell throw the ball yet. He threw it 40 times last week and tied the school record with 25 completions.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near sideline, 1 far. Here comes the throw, and it's going to be a deep one down the Bellingham sideline, but it falls incomplete. A little bit too far. It'll be 3rd and 5 for Westwood.
Joe, we saw Pindell during warm-up stand at about the 40-yard line, and he was making that throw constantly as if he was in his backyard. Surprised he's not able to make the completion there as he throws it just outside. Won't be surprised if we see that same play call later in the game. It's a completion.
Pretty good coverage that time from Bellingham as well, as it'll be 3rd down and about 5 from the 39. Pindell again in the shotgun, running back on his left hip. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. In the shotgun, Pindell takes the snap. Now he's going to look towards the left side, throw it over the middle now, and it's complete. And it's going to be close to that first down mark, but I don't think he got there.
Yeah, knocks him down about 1.5 yards short of the first down, and that's that Bellingham defense we're talking about. But don't worry, Ty Pindell is going to get 1 more shot here on 4th.
So it'll be 4th down and short. Great play right there from Bellingham to make a tackle before the sticks. Pindell has an empty set now. 3 receivers on the far sideline, 2 on the near sideline. Here's the snap. He's going to throw it quickly over the middle. It's complete, and it's down to around the 24 to the 23-yard line. So a big 4th down conversion keeps this drive going.
Yeah, he finds his big wide receiver there, the junior Keelan McDonald, standing at 6'2". He caught balls for over 100 yards last week, all coming from Pindell.
Again, hurry-up offense this time from Westwood. Pindell, empty set again. He's going to snap the ball, look towards the left side along the sideline, and it lands incomplete. That should be 2nd and 10, barring any flags. There was some contact, but I don't see any laundry on the ground.
Yeah, great coverage there by Ryan Adams, the sophomore corner. Gets out there, gets in front of the ball, able to stay with his man, make sure there's not a completion there.
So it should be 2nd and 10 as Westwood stands and looks for the snap. I'm looking at this hornet also in our in our booth right now, because if I get stung by that thing, that's going to ruin a lot of nights. I'm allergic. 2nd and 10. 3 receivers on the far sideline, 1 on the near. Running back on Pindell's hip. And there's going to be movement. This should be a false start on Westwood. We will see the call.
Just waiting. It looked like, 1 or 2 many cadences from Pindell there, and the offensive line not on the same snap count.
Yep, so that was a false start. That'll set up 2nd down and 15. 9:17 to go here in the first quarter. It is 7-0 Bellingham. The ball is on the 28-yard line of Bellingham's.
Need to get some pressure on the quarterback here if you're Bellingham. Only 1 sack in 2 games, Joe.
3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near sideline. Here's the snap. Just a straight drop back, and now he's going to try to run with it, but he might go down. No, he stays up, and he throws it, and it's nearly intercepted. Ill-advised throw that time from Pindell nearly resulted in an interception.
Yeah, Pindell trying to find number 11, Charlie Jessup. Standing at 6'5", that senior wide receiver towers over the entire Bellingham defense. Still couldn't get the ball to him, though.
So it'll be 3rd down and 15. Westwood just kind of standing around right now waiting for the call from their head coach. Now they get the call. The line will now just rush to the line. Pindell in the shotgun again. Running back on his right hip. 2 receivers on the near sideline, 2 on the far sideline. Pindell will now take the snap. He's going to look towards the middle originally. Now he's going to look to run. On the run now, he's just pushed out of bounds. Great job right there from Bellingham, as there was a late shove as well along that Bellingham sideline, but nothing happening out of that. So that should be 4th and long.
Yeah, and I don't know what Westwood's going to do here. There seems to be a little bit confusing with the sideline, but no kicker coming out. They're likely going for it.
So it would be 4th and very, very long, as Pindell wound up losing yardage, which actually technically is a sack. It was Jacoby McCarthy who was able to push out Pindell. So a nice play right there from the nose tackle. They will elect to go for it. So it'll be 4th down and 19, 8:47 to play in the first quarter. And the ball is on the 33-yard line of Bellingham. 2 receivers far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. Here's the snap. Pindell looks to the left originally. He's going to huck it down the field, and along the sideline it is broken up. A great play by Bellingham's defense. They're able to stand tall despite giving up some first downs. So it'll be Bellingham football here.
Ryan Adams gets it done once again. The 5'6" corner just shutting things down on that far side.
Looked like it was just a tad underthrown as well, which made things a little bit easier for the Bellingham defense. So Bellingham will take over after 1 offensive play and 1 touchdown. We'll see how they respond on their second offensive play. 8:35 to play. They'll take over at their own 33-yard line. McGregor in the pistol again. Alger behind him. 1 receiver on the near sideline, 2 on the far sideline. He's going to clap his hands together, take the snap. They're going to hand it off to Alger. He'll push forward. He won't get nearly as much as he did on the first rush. He'll get one yard. Should be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, still a nice game by Alger there. Just no push from the offensive line. They weren't able to get that first level back, and Westford's defense able to swallow them up and close down the holes.
Bellingham will now head to the line. It'll be same formation. Pistol. Looks like there's going to be 1 receiver on the far sideline near Westwood's. 1 receiver on the near sideline near Bellingham's. Tight end also behind the play. He's going to fake the handoff this time. It's an end around. And here comes number 9, McGregor. He's going to rush towards the sideline. He'll gain about 4 yards. Should be about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Cam McGregor only standing at 5'8", 142. Not the biggest guy in the world. Shying away from the contact there. Getting out of bounds. Still a nice 4-yard gain there.
Looked like for a second he had even more space. It was a good job by Westwood to really close that down. So this is the first 3rd down of the game for Bellingham's offense. If you're wondering, Uxbridge currently leads 6-0 over Nipmuc. Last I checked, Milford was up 21-0 at half over Wellesley.
That Milford team able to run the ball so well.
Here's the snap on 3rd and 5. They're going to give it to Alger, and it's close to the first down. He's going to be about a yard short. So it'll be 4th and 1, and an interesting decision here for Coach Haddad, who might not want to be too aggressive here, or then again, you've lost your first 2 games and your offense hasn't been moving great. You might want to keep this drive going.
I say go for it, Joe. What do they have to lose? They've run the ball half decently so far, and it's only a yard. You get it here, you give your offense even more life, showing that they can sustain a drive, really putting Westwood's defense at worry.
So here's the snap. They're going to pitch it behind, and they will be going for it. And number 3, J.J. Piselli, is able to pick up the first down and rush past midfield to the Westwood 47-yard line. Looked like for a second he was going to break it free.
Yeah, the junior Priscelli ducking and weaving through the line as they were able to create a nice hole for him right up that right inside on the far side of the field, able to pick up their blockers, not at the first level, but also at the second.
So I believe that was Brock Berry who took the snap that time. Cam McGregor went to the sideline. I believe it was number 8, Brock Berry, who took the snap. Much bigger player than McGregor. So obviously the threat of a quarterback sneak in that situation. McGregor's back in the pistol formation. 2 receivers near sideline, 1 on the far sideline. High snap. And recovering it is Alger, but that's a loss of a lot of yards, at least 10. And that will really put a pin on this drive, you would think. As the ball is down at the 41 of their own.
Yeah, not the ideal thing for an offense that's been struggling. Hopefully Bellingham gets some chunk plays here, but now with almost 20 yards to go, it's looking like Westwood's going to get out of this one without giving them any points this drive.
So that was a loss of 18 yards. It'll be 2nd and 28 for Bellingham. 5:15 to play in the first quarter. Bellingham was moving the ball decently, but that high snap really puts a damper on things. As McGregor is in the pistol again. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off to Alger. Alger gets a lane, but a nice tackle right there from Westwood will really limit the gain to really only about 3 or 4 yards.
Just solid tackling by Westwood. When they're able to get that first line of defense or defensive line to really plug up those gaps, Bellingham's had nowhere to go in the run game.
So this should set up about a 3rd and around 24. If I had to guess, Bellingham won't be too aggressive here. You might just want to gain some yardage here so you can set up a better opportunity for a punt. But you never know. McGregor will be in the pistol again. 3 receivers on the near sideline, 1 on the far sideline. Alger behind McGregor. Here's the snap. He's going to look to throw. He'll dump it off to Alger, who might be taken down behind the line. He will be. So it'll be 4th down. A really nice play right there from Westwood, especially Jack Corrigan, the middle linebacker for Westwood.
Yeah, nice job just wrapping up their tacklers. Jack Corrigan last week, 6.5 tackles, had 2 tackles for loss. Grabs another one there.
Bellingham will bring out the punt formation. It is 4th down and about 30 from their own 38. 3:30 to play here in the first quarter. It's still 7-0 Bellingham. This drive not nearly as successful as their first. As the punt is off, it's a high end-over-end kick. And that'll be fair caught right around the 25, down at the 26. So when we come back, we'll see what Westwood can do here on MyFM 101.3.
From contractors to consultants, restaurants to retail, every business is unique. They all, however, have the same goal, to get more out of their money. At Charles River Bank, we offer checking accounts that make banking easy, convenient, and personal. With support from local people who live and work in your neighborhood and can help deliver the powerful solutions your business needs. So if you're looking for an account and a relationship that works for your business, we're here for you. Charles River Bank, member FDIC, DIF.
Back at Bellingham High School, it is 7-0 Blackhawks. Obviously, they're 0-2 on the season, so you're very close to must-win territory. Well, they have the lead right now with 3:23 remaining here in the first. We'll see what Westwood can do to answer. Obviously, they didn't answer on their first drive of the game. They turned the ball over on downs. Here's the first snap of drive number 2. It's a handoff up the middle and a great play right there from Bellingham. Couple of defenders in there to make the tackle.
That's that Bellingham defense that we've kind of known about in the first 2 games. They're really coming out today. This is an offense that threw for over 450 yards last week, Joe. Haven't seen that same tenacity from them here today in the first quarter so far.
Looked like Jacoby McCarthy and Wyatt Callery were the 2 players in there to make the tackle for Bellingham. That'll set up 2nd down and about 8 from Westwood's 28-yard line. Pindell in the shotgun, running back to his hip. 2 receivers on the near sideline as they look to the left, and it's incomplete. A little bit short that time for Westwood. 3rd and 8.
Bellingham lucky because they had their defender on that out route beat by the Westwood wide receiver, heading out towards the Westwood sideline. Not able to find the throw, though. Quarterback and receiver just on a different page there.
2:39 to play, first quarter. Big third down play here for both teams. Obviously, Bellingham looking to keep Westwood off the board, and Westwood looking to get on the board, but we're going to get a timeout here. So when we come back, we'll play third down and 8 on MyFM 101.3.
At ABC Air Heating and Cooling, we believe in hard work on the field and in your home, serving Northridge families with expert heating and cooling service. We're proud to sponsor this football season. Visit abcairheatingandcooling.com, where comfort wins.
Football game, hometown pride, and American climbers serving in and around Hopkinton is right there with you. Proud sponsor of high school football and your go-to for expert tree care. Play hard, climb harder. AmericanClimbers.com.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
Back here at Bellingham High School. That was a little loud. Back here at Bellingham High School, it is 7-0 Bellingham. 2:39 to play here in the first quarter. Westwood offense back out there for a big third down as Bellingham's defense now jogs out there as well.
Two high safeties. They're just looking to cover that pass from Pinzel. We know he can chuck it long.
Pindell in the shotgun. Same formation it has been for the majority of this game as he looks to throw. He's going to drop back and fire it over the middle, and who comes down with it? We're going to wait for the signal. Ripping the ball away and perhaps making the completion is Westwood's Charlie Jessup. So what should have been an interception was just taken away. Great play right there from Jessup to keep this drive alive.
Joe, I really thought that Anthony Barrasso, the sophomore for Bellingham, the safety, had come over the top and intercepted that, but seems like the referees disagree with me.
Yeah, it looked like Jessup kind of ripped the ball away, but I thought both players were down. Anyways, here's the snap. Here's the throw over the middle, and it lands incomplete. Big pressure that time from Bellingham. This game is moving quickly. Westwood giving no time for us between breaks.
What a play for Brock Berry, the junior. Just coming across, getting in there, and causing the pass breakup.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Bellingham 43 after the huge third down conversion. Bit of a controversial play as well, as what I thought was an interception was considered a completion.
Not the smartest throw from Pindell, but works out for him in the end. And that's the same guy that threw for over 400 yards last week.
Here's the snap from Pindell. He's going to look to the left side. He'll throw it to his running back, and he's drilled. What a huge hit that time from Bellingham, number 6, Sam Sullivan.
The senior captain showing his teammates what it's going to take to win this game. A lot of grit, a lot of effort, and making plays like that.
A massive collision that time, and Sullivan, the strong safety he's listed as, makes a huge play, shows his strength for sure, as Westwood takes an extra moment or two here to regroup. It will be 3rd and about 10. Minute 40 to go here in the first quarter. Ball is on the 43-yard line of Bellingham's. Westwood has had no issue getting the ball into Bellingham territory. It's finishing these drives here. That has been the issue. 3rd down and 10. 3 receivers on the near sideline. Here's the snap as they're going to dump it off. It's a screen play this time for Westwood, but a nice play right there from Bellingham to prevent him from getting to the sticks. It should be 4th and about 4.
I think there's no doubt here, Joe. Westwood is going for it. Great screen pass to the near side. The right tackle and the right guard able to pick up their blocks, but Bellingham's defense getting past the receivers there, able to make the tackle. Stop him about 4.5 yards short of that first down marker at around the 45.
So about 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Big 4th down play again here for both teams. Obviously, Bellingham was able to turn the ball over on downs in drive number 1. We'll see if they can repeat that here in drive number 2. The ball is at the 37 of Bellingham. Here's the snap. Bindell looking to the left side. He's going to throw it over the middle now. It's complete. And that'll be a first down as it is down to around the 26-yard line, maybe around the 25. Pindell doing a good job, throwing quickly, getting the ball out of his hands, and keeping this drive alive.
If I'm a wide receivers coach, you can't teach a better route than the route that McDonald just ran. Up to the middle, curled back, turned around right as the ball was hitting him, right in his stomach, caught the ball, turned around, got the first down yardage. Exactly what you want to see if you're a wide receivers coach on Westwood.
Time is ticking, about 15 seconds to go here in the first. It looks like Westwood's going to try to get a playoff. Kylan McDonald just kept the drive alive. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far sideline. Here's the snap. He's going to roll out towards the right. He's going to throw over the middle, wide open, and in the end zone for a touchdown is the man who just extended the drive, Kylan McDonald.
Kylan McDonald, 100 receiving yards last week, caught 2 touchdowns, grabs himself another one here. Bellingham's defense coming up just a little bit short on this drive. Had the opportunity to stop him, didn't get it done.
Great throw on the run as he was flushed out towards the right side. Pindell ties, or in theory ties this game with 2 seconds left. We'll see what happens on the extra point, but he makes it at least a 1-point game. Westwood will line up for the extra point. It'll be number 4, Jonathan Bertone, to attempt to tie this game. Here's the extra point attempt. The snap is good. It's blocked. So, I spoke too soon. It is 7-6 as Bellingham maintains the lead here on MyFM 101.3. We'll be right back.
At Imperial Cars, we're proud to support our local schools by contributing a portion of our business proceeds to purchase notebooks, binders, pens, pencils, crayons, markers, and other classroom essentials. Our Crayon the Van initiative is providing hundreds of local students and teachers with the school supplies and classroom supplies they need for a strong start to the school year. Because every student deserves a strong start. For over 30 years, Imperial Cars has been getting your family safely down the road and driving community impact.
Back here at Bellingham High School before they kick off here, just want to give a bit of a score update. Nipmuc has tied the game against Uxbridge. It is 6-6. Uxbridge hasn't lost a football game in a couple years. They have been the cream of the crop around this area for a long, long time. We'll see if Nipmuc can finally knock them off. We got to focus on this game, though. Ty Pindell makes it a 1-point game with 2 seconds left here in the first quarter. We will see. This should probably do it for the quarter, this kickoff, as Westwood will be kicking from left to right. Here it is. Looks like a squib kick. It's fielded and deflected. We'll see who has the football as it landed off the hands of Bellingham. And Bellingham does recover as the entire Westwood sideline is pointing to say they got the football. But I believe Bellingham avoids a disaster.
Yeah, the football knuckles there, hits the Bellingham player who's trying to catch it, hits him in his knees, ends up going onto the ground. He's able to jump back on top of it, recover it there on the far sideline. Westwood, though, if they're going to keep doing that, Bellingham has to make sure all their players on special teams are ready to make that catch.
Looked like it was Mason Alger as well, who's been shorthanded for the majority of this game. But we will take it to a quick break here on MyFM 101.3 and bring you the second quarter next.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
Flood Fire Pro of Franklin is proud to stand with our local athletes. From floods to fire, they restore more than property, they restore peace of mind. Visit floodfirepro.com, supporting our high school football team all season long.
There are a lot of things that keep you up at night. Fortunately, there's one thing you'll never have to worry about: the security of your hard-earned money at Charles River Bank. When you bank with us, your deposits are insured in full through a combination of coverage from the FDIC and Depositors Insurance Fund of Massachusetts. So you can sleep better at night knowing Charles River Bank has got you and your money well covered. Charles River Bank. Personal connections, powerful solutions. Member FDIC, DIF.
Fresh 12 on the board here at Bellingham High School. It is 7-6. Blackhawks leading over the Wolverines. Bellingham looking to go to 1-2 on the season. We will see what they can do here in the second quarter. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Alger, who kicks along the left side. He'll rush towards the sideline. He's hit hard along that sideline. Should be a gain of about 3.
Great stiff arm from the running back, though. Needs his blockers to get out in front, though. It's so difficult when you're running such a long run to the outside that those blockers also get out there, and Bellingham's blockers not able to do so this time.
Alger got more than I thought he would. He got it right around 4 or 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 according to the scoreboard. Milford leading Wellesley 28-0. If you're curious about that game as well, Scarlet Hawks on their way to going 3-0. Shotgun formation this time for the Blackhawks. McGregor takes the snap. Bit of a high one. He's going to look to throw, and it's a pump fake, and he'll throw it along the sideline now, and it's complete. Caught around the 30 to the 25 and taken down at the 21-yard line. J.J. Pacelli.
Great throw by McGregor. That might be the deepest throw he's had all year. Pacelli, amazing route. Gets the DB to bite on the fake to the inside, goes down the sideline, finds the looping ball, able to jump over his defender and take it down.
Fantastic play right there from Cam McGregor. Great sell on the pump fake, and Pacelli was wide open, and a great catch as well. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Westwood 20-yard line. Bellingham again in the red zone. Actually, this is their first red zone opportunity of the day. Pistol formation, 1 receiver on the near sideline, 1 on the far sideline. McGregor takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Alger, who's going to kick. Oh, excuse me. It's a bit of a play fake that time as McGregor kicks it over on the left side past the 10 and gets down to around the 8-yard line. A great play fake. Had me fooled.
Joe, that might have been one of the best play fakes I've ever seen in high school football. I had no idea where the ball was. Westwood had no idea where the ball was. Half of Bellingham's offense had no idea where the ball was. And it still ended up working out for him. A little bit messy there, but works out for him in the end. Like the play call, you got to do something creative here if you're going to get in against this Westwood defense.
So I bet you it was a bit of a read option, but McGregor obviously was able to hold that football and bring it to around the 8. It'll be 1st and goal for the Blackhawks with 10:35 remaining in the half. McGregor in the pistol. Alger next to him. There's 2 receivers on the near sideline. None lined up on the far sideline. Here's the snap. McGregor gives it off to Alger, who's got the edge, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. He walks in.
3 steps up the gut, bounces it out to the left, finds the edge, gets the block. Easy touchdown. Great play from Bellingham's offensive line.
10:29 to play here in the half, and Bellingham again with a 7-point lead pending the extra point.
Bellingham's offense putting up nice numbers in the early going here, Joe. Not what we expected coming in this game.
Barrasso is going to line up for the extra point to make it a 14-6 ball game. Here's the snap. It's down, and it's good. 14-6 here on MyFM 101.3. We'll see if Westwood can answer.
Are you thinking about buying a new car or maybe looking to refinance an existing car loan? At Homefield Credit Union, we offer competitive rates on new car purchases as well as car loan refinancing. And with our Auto Advisor program, Homefield Credit Union can help you get a fair and competitive price on a new or used vehicle while financing directly with the credit union. Homefield Credit Union, banking with a Homefield advantage. Stop by or call today, 508-839-5493, 138 South Main Street in Milford, and at 86 Worcester Street in North Grafton.
Back at Bellingham High School, and they've already put up their season high in points here in week number 3 in their first home game. It is 14-6 Bellingham as they line up to kick left to right, and the kick is off. It is a liner. It'll bounce around the 10, fielded around the 5. It bounces off the hands of Westwood and out of bounds, or not. Excuse me, there's a flag
on the play.
I thought it bounced off the hands of Westwood. I could be wrong.
He certainly reacted like it did. The Westwood player certainly reacted as if he did.
So we will see if this is a kickoff out of bounds, and if so, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35. Otherwise, I'm not sure what the penalty is.
Referees seem to be talking about something down there. Chain gang hasn't moved too far. It's definitely a conversation going on right now. I believe they're trying to debate whether or not he touched it or whether or not the kick went right out of bounds.
To me, I mean, obviously I don't have a great vantage point here, but I thought that he touched that football and it rolled out of bounds at the 5. So this is a big play here. We'll see what they determine.
It looks as though that's going to be referee's decision as they move the chain gang back.
They are going to move the chain gang back. So what I thought was true was true. It'll be first down and 10 from inside the 10-yard line due to the blunder of Westwood. So Westwood now has to go a long way to score again. They scored on their last drive. It'll be first and 10 from the 7. They have to go 93 yards. 10:27 to go here in the half. Pindell in the gun. Running back to his hip. 2 receivers on the near sideline, 1 on the far sideline. Here's the snap as something looked like a miscommunication or maybe a bobble. Either way, Bellingham makes the tackle behind the line, so disastrous start here for Westwood.
That run-pass option, if the running back's trying to take the ball from the quarterback, doesn't work out. It's what it looks like happened there for Westwood. Pindell trying to snatch the ball away from his back, but the back wanting to take the ball, almost knocks it out of his hands. He ends up just jumping on it.
Loss of 5. It'll be second down and 15 from their own 2. So what was a 93-yard drive is effectively now a 98-yard drive. Pindell from the gun puts a man in motion. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off. And cutting up the middle is Westwood. And gaining back the line of scrimmage and then some is Westwood. Should be about a gain of 9. Should it be set up for about 3rd and 6.
Yeah, solid blocking up the gut for Westwood. Both guards able to get up and peel off to the outside, opening up that lane for the runner.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that last name. That's a big one for Westwood.
Seems like there's a pause in play here, Joe, and I'm not sure exactly why.
Yeah, both sides, are just kind of standing around. Now they'll break up. Looks like we're going to get back to action. It'll be 3rd down and 5 with under 9 to play here in the first half. Pindell in the gun, running back to his hip. 2 receivers on the near sideline, 2 on the far sideline. Pressure up the middle. The throw off his back foot is complete. A great play right there from Pindell to keep this drive going as reaching back is the Westwood receiver to make the catch. They'll get across the 20.
McDonald with another catch for Westwood. That one just as crucial as the touchdown pass. And he's just driving inside on a cross route. Actually slips because he has to come back to the ball. Still able to haul it down with him.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, call it. There's 3 receivers on the far sideline. There's 1 on the near sideline towards Bellingham. Pistol formation this time. Pindell's going to put a man in motion, have a brief conversation with him as he's in motion. Another man in motion. Here's the snap. Faking the handoff this time is Pindell. He'll roll out. He'll throw it off to McDonald, who picks up the first down and then some as he gets across the 40. Actually, check that. He's just before the 40. He'll get taken out of bounds around the 39, but another big play that time from Westwood.
Westwood getting their passing game going, and this is where they're dangerous. When you throw for 400 yards, Joe, it's not a mistake. That means that you are deadly in the passing game, and they're looking to build off the historic night that Pindell had last weekend.
Pindell obviously breaking the school record last week for passing yards and completions, I believe, or you got close.
Tied the completion record, Joe.
Here's the snap. They're going to throw it over the middle. Speaking of completions, another one, actually, that one was near the Westwood sideline.
Pindell saying something to the sideline and the referee, not happy about something. A lot of the packages that Bellingham are sending are mixed up blitz. You'll have one person on the defensive line drop into coverage, one of the linebackers or safeties come through and hit an offensive lineman trying to bust through that hole with plenty of steam coming from a few yards away.
So if you're watching on the telecast, the chains weren't set up on that play. I wasn't sure how many yards were gained, but it will be 2nd and 3. Now the chains are set up. So 2nd down and 3. 7:30 to play here in the half. Pindell in the pistol formation. 2 receivers on the near sideline, 2 on the far sideline. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. And gaining the first down is Westwood. Another good run that time from Westwood.
The majority of the offensive line, they're able to get to that second level, pushing off their first defenseman to get to the second. Nice job by Bellingham's linebackers to crash together, able to stop the run.
So check that. It'll be 3rd and inches. Looked to me like he clearly got the first down, but they marked him short. Here's the snap. Faking the handoff to the running back. Pindell will pick up the first down. No, it's close. We will see.
I don't think he got it, Joe. It looked to me as though he was tackling about half a yard behind the marker. Never stuck the football out far enough.
We will see what they call. That was another close play. It looked for a moment that Pindell clearly had the first down. They're going to call it 4th based on what the referee has his hand up for. Referee has his fist up as if to say it's 4th down. We'll see if this one's overruled, as one referee is now saying that it should be a first down. So the spotting has been a bit iffy in this game, to say the least, in my opinion, because I thought they clearly had a first down on what was actually 3rd down.
Yeah, but now it's 4th down, Joe. Are they pointing for first down?
Now they are. So
much to the chagrin here of Bellingham's sideline. I'm not sure I agree with that call. Pindell most definitely did not get the first down on that latest play.
So, yeah, the spotting has been a bit suspect in this game, but it is high school. We're going to see what happens here because the sticks haven't moved yet.
Will we ever
Both sidelines are just kind of standing around as if to say, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly, Joe. Will we ever see a tush push in this situation
right.
in high school football? You never know.
So, trying our best to tell you exactly what's going on here. It's a little difficult when both sidelines are standing around. They will move the sticks now. So this will, I can confirm, be a first down.
Maybe a makeup call for the missed first down on the previous 2 plays there, Joe. Not sure what's going on here, but glad it's all sorted out. Bellingham coach is not happy, though.
No, Coach Haddad is very upset right now. He's actually out on the field as he's being escorted back to his sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 from Westwood's 49. Pistol formation, 3 receivers on the near sideline, 1 on the far sideline. Pindell barking around directions. Now he will take the snap and he'll hand it off to his running back. Taken down behind the line. A great play by Bellingham's number 87, Wyatt Callery.
Wyatt Callery, nice play. Great tackle for loss. Got to put him back early and often if you want to stop this Westwood passing game.
So that should be a loss of about 5. It should be 2nd and around 15. Again, the spot is wrong. The spot is just wrong. They're a full yard off of where the spot should be. So we'll call it 2nd and 14.
Maybe easier for us to see it up here, Joe, as they get ready to take this snap.
Coach Haddad was again pointing at the line as if to say that's not the correct spot. Anyway, here's the snap. 3 receivers on the far sideline. He's looking that side, and it nearly is intercepted after the ball was dropped by Westwood. Charlie Jessup was wide open. He just bobbled the ball, and he nearly bobbled it into the hands of Bellingham.
Yeah, uncharacteristic there from a Westwood wide receiver. These guys are so used to working with Pindell, they catch almost everything he throws their way.
So it should be 3rd and 14 when we get back to action. 6 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. Pindell in the shotgun, running back to his hip. 1 receiver on the far sideline, 3 bunched up on the near sideline. Here's the snap. He's going to look to the right originally. Now we'll dump it off on a screen. Here comes Westwood up the middle, getting past midfield and landing right around the 47 or 46-yard line. Either way, it'll be 4th down. A curious decision here from Westwood. Are they going to go for it?
I believe so, Joe. I don't think there's any question. When you have Ty Pindell, your quarterback, and you're beyond the 50, you go for it every time because he can make that throw.
Ball's on the 46 currently. 4th and 5. Looks like the offense will indeed remain out on the field. 5:25 remaining here. Still 14-6 Bellingham. Westwood looking to go a long way, 93 yards to get in the end zone. Here's the snap. Pindell looking along that right side and making the catch is Jessup, and making up for his drop earlier in this drive and keeping this drive going. That'll be a 4th down conversion. It should be a gain of about 7. Nice job with the hands after contact right there.
Yeah, lovely route from the X receiver there. He goes up fakes inside with his right shoulder, then cuts out to the right sideline. The ball's placed perfectly by Pendel. Beautiful route and catch.
Here's Pendel's snap. He's going to hand it off to his running back who was next to him in the shotgun, and he won't go anywhere this time as he's taken down. Should be maybe a gain of 1, if that.
Solid job of this Bellingham defense. They just need to put together a complete 4-down stand here against Westwood.
4:45 to play in the first half. It's still 14-6. Ball on the 38 of Bellingham. It's 2nd and 10. Pendel getting a call from the sideline as the offense slowly gets to the line of scrimmage. Pendel on the gun, running back to his left hip. 2 receivers on the far sideline, 2 on the near sideline towards Bellingham. Here's the snap as he puts his hands together. He's moving up in the pocket across the middle. Now he'll throw over the middle, and there's a flag. Did he come down with the ball? He didn't, but there is a flag. We will see what the call is, but there was certainly a lot of contact right there from Bellingham secondary on Charlie Jessup.
I have to say, Joe, I'm not sure I agree with this call if they're going to call a defensive pass interference. Seemed to me as though the defensive back got there as the ball was hitting the receiver's hands. Fair play if you ask me. But if that's how these refs want to call this game, could be a long night for both secondaries.
So we will see if they do indeed call this pass interference. I believe they have. So that will be 15 yards.
I think at this point, Joe, it would be unfair of us not to point out that Westwood has gotten 2 major calls go this way during this drive.
Can't argue that. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line of Bellingham's. Pendel puts a man in motion. Here's the snap. Looked like early movement that time. Not called. Over the middle. It's complete. And taking a huge hit that time is Westwood's number 17, Teddy McGowan. But he does make the catch for a gain of around 9.
Sam Sullivan, the senior captain, just laying the boom. Not the first time we've seen him do that today.
So check that. It was about 7. So it should be 2nd and around 3. Ball in the 16. Westwood back in the red zone. 3.5 to play here in half number 1. Coach Haddad barking out again towards the referees. He's been very unhappy with them on this drive. Looked like there was early movement on that first down play by the running back. It wasn't called. Wasn't caught by the referees. Here's the snap. Pendel over the middle. Nearly intercepted. A dangerous throw right there from Pendel. He's gotten away with a couple in this game.
He has Sullivan, the safety, coming across the middle there, going to meet his receiver. Did not see him. Sullivan just slipped, not able to come away with the interception.
Tell you what, if that throw was accurate, if that throw was at the wide receiver, that is being picked off for sure. He cut right in front of the wide receiver.
Yeah, and I can't tell whether Pendel was staring down his wide receiver or whether or not it was just a great play by Sullivan. Either way, not the brightest throw there from the senior quarterback for Westwood.
So Pendel avoids an interception, a key interception in this game as well. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 16-yard line, 3:17 to play in the half. Pendel barking around direction, puts a man in motion. Early movement again from from Westwood. That's not called as the throw lands incomplete, but again, clear as day, a false start that is just not called.
You can see several assistant coaches now in Bellingham also asking where the flag is as well. But if the refs aren't going to call it, Bellingham's just going to have to deal with it, plain and simple.
They do as they make the stop. It's 4th and 3, but the lineman literally fell to the ground. It looked like he just lost his balance before the snap, and there was no call. Unbelievable. I'm sure Bellingham would prefer 3rd and 8 versus 4th and 3, as there will be a timeout on the field. It will be a timeout for Bellingham. We'll take it to a break here on MyFM 101.3.
Whoa! Oh.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Mom, I'm home from practice, and I brought the whole team.
Oh, the floor. Okay, that's great. No, that's great.
Hey, honey. Can you believe all the rain?
Oh, we need new floors.
Milford Hardwood, South Main Street, Milford. Your hardwood flooring professionals with a large selection of hardwood flooring to meet your budget. Pick up a sample today.
Don't be fooled by the name Pepperoncini's Pizzeria. It's not just pizza. Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill at East Main Street in Milford is a family restaurant with a full menu for your full family. From their great tasting appetizers to game time wings on the bone tossed in a multitude of different flavors. Pepperoncini's offers catering for all corporate events as well as private parties. For the best pizza in the Milford area, it's Pepperoncini's. Bring the family to Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill. You won't leave hungry. Gluten-free pizza on the menu.
Back here at Bellingham High School, 3:11 to play here in the first half. It's 4th down and 3 for Westwood. They've pushed the ball from their own 7 all the way down to the Bellingham 16. We'll see if they can cap off this drive, but they have to keep it alive here on 4th down. 3 receivers bunched up on the far sideline towards Westwood, 2 here on the near sideline. Again, early movement. Who is it going to be on? There was movement on both sides. So curious to see what the call is here from the referees. Both sides are pointing at one another as if to say they did it. Critical call here from the referees. It'll be either 4th down and 8 or a 1st down. And Bellingham's sideline is clapping, as you were going to say, Trent. It will be a false start, 4th down and 8.
I'm not sure it makes that much of a difference with Ty Pindo as your quarterback, but it definitely takes a run play off the table.
Couple score updates here before we get back to 4th down. Uxbridge leads Nipmuc 26-13. Milford currently beating Wellesley 28-7. Empty set again. 3 receivers on the far sideline, 2 receivers on the near sideline for Pindell. He is in the gun. He'll take the snap. He's going to look over the middle originally, and he's hit, and the ball is landing incomplete. He got crushed. And another turnover on downs. Bellingham's defense bends but doesn't break.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street? Woohoo! Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage pre-approval from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discount. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com.
Back here at Bellingham High School, Bellingham makes a huge stop on 4th down. They bend but don't break. They allow more than 70 yards on that drive, but it doesn't matter. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Alger, who's got another huge lane along the left side. He'll get the 1st down and then some, where he's thrown out of bounds. Looked like he was well out of bounds when he was thrown down. I haven't seen any laundry just yet, but that'll be at least a gain of 15.
Great outside run. Very similar play from a play that we saw on the second drive. Had about the same yardage there as well. Able to bounce it out to that left side behind that left tackle, left guard. Bellingham offensive line doing very well. Running a 2 tight end set helps them out as well.
So no penalty on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line of their own. 2:57 to play here in the first half. Pistol formation. McGregor going to take the snap. High snap again. He will hand it off to Alger, who breaks it out again on the left side. Gains 15 again. Another great run from Alger. That left side is working right now.
Yeah, he's already over 100 yards, Joe. Remember, he had under 200 yards in 2 games coming into today. He might double his yard total by the end of the evening.
2:51 to play here in half number 1. They are into Westwood territory. Ball is at the 47. Bellingham taking extra time right now getting the call from their sideline. Now they will hurry to the line. 1 receiver set up on the near sideline. 1 receiver set up on the far sideline. Bellingham going left to right. McGregor in the gun with Alger next to him. Another high snap. They give it to Alger. He'll kick it out to the right side this time. He's got a lane again to the 40, 35. He keeps his feet to the 30, 25, 20, 15, where he's taken down from behind around the 12. A huge run from Alger.
They love those little just outside runs where the running back can either bounce it in between the tackle or outside of the tackle. Let those big boys out front do the blocking. Let your running back make a decision.
Hate to break it to everyone. There is a flag on the play. So this could be coming back as the entire offense is walking back to the line of scrimmage. So what was a huge gain and really a great play by Alger to keep his feet because it looked like he was going to go down before the first down marker will all be negated.
It's okay, though, Joe. We've seen these outside runs work for them well. Westwood, no answer so far. Probably going to be a talking point at halftime.
So holding on the offense brings them back from the line of scrimmage. It will be a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 from the 43-yard line of their own. Well, that's a huge swing because it would have been 1st and 10 from the 12 of Westwood's. Now it's 1st and 20 from their own 43-yard line. We'll see if they go back to Alger, though. Pistol formation. One receiver set up on the far sideline towards Westwood. One on the near sideline towards Bellingham. McGregor puts his hands together. And we're going to get a flag here. So it's going to be another penalty on Bellingham. And Bellingham is shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it, Joe. I don't know what Bellingham's doing right now. They don't even seem to know what they're doing right now. Play call, snap count. I don't know what's happening here.
Again, Coach Haddad not happy as he has his hands in the air, barking at the referees. It'll be a false start penalty. It'll be 1st and 25 with 2:32 remaining here in the first half.
Kind of understand where Bellingham's head coach, Coach Haddad's coming from because realistically that wasn't called on the last offensive drive for Westwood.
Which, those calls are usually no-brainers. Usually you're looking at the line. And if there's any sort of movement, it's pretty easy, I would assume. 1st and 25. The time is ticking. 2:10 remaining in half number 1. 14-6 Bellingham. Here's the snap. It's a good one. And throwing down that sideline wide open along Westwood's sideline is Bellingham to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bellingham. The penalties don't matter. And it's number 6, Sam Sullivan, streaking down wide open.
Well, Cam McGregor, welcome back. The Bellingham quarterback is here.
A wide open Sullivan streaking down the sideline. A blown coverage from Westwood on 1st and 25. Bellingham leads 20-6. They're going to look to go up 15 on this extra point. A shocking result here in half number 1. Anthony Barrasso lines up for the extra point. Here's the snap. It's low, and it's blocked as a result. A low snap results in a blocked extra point. But regardless, Bellingham has a 2-touchdown lead with 1:54 to play here in the first half on MyFM 101.3.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street? Woohoo! Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage pre-approval from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discounts. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com.
Back here at Bellingham High School, Bellingham will be kicking left to right. A huge touchdown for the Blackhawks. And they have a 2-possession lead here in half number 1. As this kick goes high end over end, it's picked up around the 15. With the head of steam is Westwood. They'll get it to around the 30 where they're taken down around the 33. That should be Westwood's number 11, Charlie Jessup, on the return.
Solid return there by Jessup.
Yep, they've got 1:48 to go, and they do have some timeouts in their back pocket as well. Westwood has been moving the football in this game. They just haven't completed their drives yet.
No, not at all. And I want to see here, Joe, I'm going to look for it, if the running game can go in just a little bit more. Because when they're all so pass heavy, Bellingham's able to bring that pressure. If they can find an outside run, get those pass rushes to kind of stop, think about their movements in the future, they're going to be able to slow them down.
Just checking in here, it is 28-14 Milford with about 5 minutes to go in that game. As we're back here in Bellingham. And Westwood will be lining up 2 receivers on the far sideline, 2 receivers on the near sideline. Here's the snap. And looking to throw. And ducking out of the pressure is the quarterback. He'll gain about 6 yards. Ty Pindell, nice play right there. He actually gains more than that. As he'll gain about 8.
A solid scramble there by Pindell, but nice job by Bellingham secondary. No one is open downfield.
Hurry up offense as Pindell will take the snap. He'll look towards the right side of the offensive line where it's complete to Jessup. He makes the catch in Bellingham territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 46 when we get back. Looks like we might have a stoppage here for a first down. Minute 15 to go here in the first half. Time will now roll down. Pindell from the gun, running back next to him. Puts his hands together. He'll take the snap. 3 receivers are set up along the left side. He's going to look to throw. He throws it sidearm over the middle. It's complete to Jessup. Another big hit that time as he's shoved from behind. No call. So we're going to get a stoppage, and now there's a flag. There is a flag. And Ty Pindell just ran out there at a Bellingham player. We will see what the flag is. There's some tempers flaring here, that's for sure.
Yeah, frustration on both sides. Bellingham so excited, so hyped to be in this game the way that they have come out. It's been absolutely amazing to watch. Great camaraderie, great teamwork. It's the reason why they're winning right now, 20-6. But on the other side, Westwood definitely been punched in the mouth, and they're feeling the effects of it right now.
So I believe the penalty was actually a hold. So I don't think there was a personal foul call on the play. Westwood did come in late and shove a Bellingham defender. But no call on that. They will call the hold.
There could have been a personal foul flag on either team there, Joe.
Yeah, there's some rough stuff for sure. As the ball will be at the 44-yard line. Pindell looks to throw. He'll dump it off as there will be a wide receiver screen. A big hit that time from Bellingham. And all over the field tonight is Wyatt Callery. Only a gain of about 4 or 5 on that play as the time will stop with about 35 seconds left. Westwood will call a timeout. When we come back, it'll be about 2nd and call it 17 on MyFM 101.3.
Do you want your business, team, or family to look their best? Head to the Embroidery Bar in Milford, your local shop for custom embroidery and t-shirt design. From shirts to hats, cups to flasks, if you can dream it, they can stitch it.
I'm John, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. We're right here in Milford, and we love helping local schools, teams, and businesses show off their pride. Big or small, we've got you covered.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
Back here at Bellingham High School, 35 seconds to go here in half number 1. Westwood jogging out to the field, Bellingham walking out to the field. It'll be 2nd down and 17 for Westwood. Ball is on their own 48-yard line.
Looks like Bellingham has transitioned a little bit here. Now only playing with the front 3 on the defensive line, but they're going to send their backers. They've been blitzing almost every other play.
Pindell takes the snap. He's going to look towards the right side where it's a risky throw. It lands incomplete, but again, playing with fire is Ty Pindell.
That's the quarterback playing cornerback, Joe. That is Cam McGregor, the junior, getting in there for a nice pass breakup.
McGregor kept his feet there. Might be looking at a 3-possession game as he had a lot of room. It'll be 3rd down and 16, 30 seconds exactly remaining in half number 1.
That penalty call really hurt this Westwood 2-minute drill.
Pindell in the gun, running back to his hip on his left side. 3 receivers bunched up on the far sideline. He's going to look over the middle, and he'll complete the pass. Another huge hit. Bellingham has been laying the boom tonight, and that again is number 6, Sam Sullivan. This should be 4th down. It will be a gain of about 10.
I was going to say, Joe, you can't say Bellingham's been laying the boom. You could say Sam Sullivan's been laying the boom. He seems to be laying every single hit on this field tonight.
Well, if Westwood wants to get a playoff, they got to hurry up. There's only 5 seconds left, and they're not going to get a playoff here. That should do it for the half, as the time has expired. And that will do it for the half. So Westwood electing not to go for it on 4th down. Bellingham takes a 2-possession lead into halftime. It's 20-6. And when we come back, we'll have the halftime show on MyFM 101.3.
It's time for the Reynolds Report, your local sports spotlight on MyFM. From Friday night football and basketball buzzer beaters to the unsung stars of field hockey, track and field, and more. I've got all the highlights, scores, and stories from around the MyFM listening area. Stay up to date with the Reynolds Report and read more at myfmtoday.com. Local sports covered the way they should be, only on the Reynolds Report on MyFM.
Step into pure bliss at Wink Salon and Spa, located at 32 Hastings Street in Mendon. Let your tension melt away with our full-spectrum infrared sauna and Normatec compression therapy. Rejuvenate with personalized facials, soothing massage therapy, and a wide range of beauty services, including lash extensions and expert hair styling. Whether you need a quick refresh or a full day of pampering, Wink Salon and Spa is the perfect escape. Book now at 508-381-1422 or visit winksalonspa.com. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential.
Football game, hometown pride, and American climbers serving in and around Hopkinton is right there with you. Proud sponsor of high school football and your go-to for expert tree care. Play hard, climb harder. AmericanClimbers.com.
This broadcast of Milford Legion Baseball is being brought to you in part by Oliva's Market, Catering, and Gourmet Gift Shop, providing quality products and exceptional service to the greater Milford community. Oliva's will make your party one your guest will never forget. Whatever your special occasion may be, a stop at Oliva's Market, Catering, and Gourmet Gift Shop is a must. Try Oliva's homemade sausage. Oliva's Market, Catering, and Gourmet Gift Shop, the freshest cold cuts in town. GNC Plumbing and Heating is proud to support our local football teams and athletes. Just like a strong defense on the field, they're here to keep your home running smoothly. Big enough to tackle any project and small enough to treat you like family. Visit GNCplumbing.com to learn more.
Mom, do I really have to wear glasses?
You do, sweetie. But don't worry. Joseph and Thomas Opticians has lots of fun frames.
Can I pick any pair I want?
Absolutely. And they'll make sure they fit just right.
Oh, they make me look super smart.
That's because you are super smart. And you'll see even better now.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
Are you looking for custom apparel that stands out? The Embroidery Bar in Milford is the place for businesses, families, schools, and teams who want to look sharp. Local and dependable, they've got everything from tees and jackets to cups and unique gifts.
I'm Anthony, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. Whatever you need, embroidery, printing, or custom gear, we'll make it happen. We're here for our community, and we're ready to work with you.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
Hey, it's Tyler Lawton, and you can join me every weekend from 4 to 7 p.m. for the Weekend Wind Down on MyFM 101.3. I'm bringing you the greatest hits from the 80s and 90s, plus local news, pop culture updates, and a preview of what's coming up this week on MyFM. From interviews and giveaways to sports and community buzz. It's the perfect way to chill out before Monday hits. The Weekend Wind Down with Tyler Lawton every weekend from 4 to 7, only on MyFM 101.3.
Floodfire Pro of Franklin is proud to stand with our local athletes. From floods to fire, they restore more than property, they restore peace of mind. Visit floodfirepro.com, supporting our high school football team all season long.
At Imperial Cars, we're proud to support our local schools by contributing a portion of our business proceeds to purchase notebooks, binders, pens, pencils, crayons, markers, and other classroom essentials. Our Crayon the Van initiative is providing hundreds of local students and teachers with the school supplies and classroom supplies they need for a strong start to the school year. Because every student deserves a strong start. For over 30 years, Imperial Cars has been getting your family safely down the road and driving community impact.
Medway Oil and Propane, where you, the customer, will always come first. At Medway Oil and Propane, you receive service by the best technicians in the industry, a caring staff which goes out of its way to ensure your comfort and peace of mind. Medway Oil and Propane has an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, 24-hour emergency service every day, 10 licensed and certified service technicians, automatic delivery with over 200,000 gallons of fuel storage, Medway Oil and Propane energy for every season, and much more.
Where can you find over 20 flavors of muffins, 30 fresh roasted coffees, and a full espresso bar?
It's all at the Muffin House Cafe.
With 6 convenient locations, Medway, Mendon, Hopkinton, Natick, Westwood, and Walpole, you're never far from fresh, delicious treats.
And it's not just muffins. The Muffin House Cafe has fresh-baked cakes for any occasion, breakfast and lunch sandwiches, crisp salads, quesadillas, and so much more.
Ready to check it out?
Visit muffinhousecafe.com today.
The Muffin House Cafe,
not just a muffin house.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
The Pool Store, that's all about fun. Let the pool and spa experts at Crystal Pool and Spa of Bellingham be your source for all your pool and spa supplies. Crystal Pool and Spa is the area's leading pool store for families who want to spend less time maintaining the pool and more time enjoying it. Crystal Pool offers the largest selection of pool products under one roof to meet your pool needs and budget. Booking now for openings and closings for 2026. Crystal Pool and Spa, Route 140 in Bellingham, 508-966-1322.
Thank you for tuning in to today's halftime show, which is brought to you by Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank. Joe Rice and Trent Marlowe next to me on the right. Trent, it's been a bit of a surprising result so far.
Yeah, not what we expected at all. All you heard about coming into this game was this Bellingham offense that struggled and struggled and struggled. I mean, you had a quarterback that hadn't eclipsed 200 yards yet. You had a running back that hadn't eclipsed 200 yards yet. And I feel like they both went over 100 in this first half. Cam McGregor making great plays, even had a pass breakup while playing cornerback. And on the other side, Westwood just not able to find things, not able to be, concise. They're not able to cut down on penalties. They're not able to execute in the red zone. They're not able to stay away from errant throws, and they're not able to get consistent drives going here. A lot of fourth down plays made by Ty Pindell, the quarterback, and he's just been amazing, hasn't he?
He has. He certainly has. Ty Pindell has been very good, but the story of this game has been Bellingham bending but not breaking defensively. They've given up a lot of yards in this game so far, but Westwood hasn't been able to finish their drives at all.
No, Westwood just not clinical enough, not able to execute, not able to finish. Can't say that enough times here. They've been the better team when it comes to putting a drive together, but the second they get over that 50-yard line, they seem to fall into shambles here. Additionally, you have to give the credit to Bellingham's defense. If you watch, they're changing out their fronts. Sometimes it's a front four, sometimes a front three. Either way, they're pretty much always bringing an extra rusher. Additionally, you watch that offensive line for Westwood. They're not able to pick up that guy. There's pressure on Pendel 9 times out of 10 right now.
What does Westwood have to do here to get back in the scoring?
Well, they need to shut down Bellingham's offense. An offense that struggled, they need to make them struggle again. They haven't done that so far today. Additionally, they need to make sure they put more points on the board. It's just that simple. They've had the ball for far too long and gained way too many yards to only have 6 points on that scoreboard.
We will see if Bellingham can hold off Westwood here in half number 2. There's just about 2.5 minutes on the clock now. That is not necessarily accurate all the time, so we will see just how long it takes. I do real quick before we kick it to break here, I do want to mention it is First Responders Night. I did see a female cop for Bellingham hang up a sign that said, "Cheer or go to jail." So just a little bit of pressure here for the for the hometown crowd to cheer from the first responders. We're gonna actually, we will take we'll do some scores and then we'll kick it to break right now. Pentucket currently up 14-7 over Medway. Medfield won 35-12 over Hopkinton. Milford leads 28-21 over Wellesley. That was 28-0. So Milford is making it a little bit dicey over there in Wellesley.
Get that run game going, Joe.
Uxbridge leads Nipmuc 40-21. Now we will kick it to break. There's about a minute and a half to go here before half number 2 begins on MyFM 101.3.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street? Woo-hoo! Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage pre-approval from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discount. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com.
In the heart of Mendon, a world of luxury awaits. At Wink Salon and Spa, every visit is a moment of indulgence, designed just for you. From rejuvenating facials and soothing massages to expert hairstyling and wellness treatments, our experienced staff is here to evaluate your self-care routine. Whether you're prepping for a special event or simply craving calm, Wink Salon and Spa has got you covered. Visit winksalonspa.com or call today to book your appointment. Wink Salon and Spa, Mendon's premier beauty destination.
Have you been to Galliford's Restaurant and Tavern at Southwick Zoo in Mendon? The Brewer family welcomes you to enjoy their delicious, freshly prepared entrees. Galliford's is not just a restaurant, but a culinary experience, featuring family-style New England comfort food. Check out the Daniels Room, a private function room to accommodate any occasion needed, even a wedding on the grounds of the zoo. The holiday season is waiting for you at the zoo. Go to Southwick Zoo's website to check the date and times of the all-new holiday experience. Make Southwick Zoo and Galliford's a holiday tradition.
I need new glasses, but those chain stores are all the same. Rush service, limited choices.
That's why we're at Joseph and Thomas Opticians. They've been in Milford for over 38 years and their selection is amazing.
Wow, these frames actually fit me, and they're helping me pick the best lenses for my lifestyle.
That's the difference. Personal service, great quality, and no pressure.
You're right. Forget the chains. This is where I'm coming from now on.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
Are you looking for custom apparel that stands out? The Embroidery Bar in Milford is the place for businesses, families, schools, and teams who want to look sharp. Local and dependable, they've got everything from tees and jackets to cups and unique gifts.
I'm Anthony, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. Whatever you need, embroidery, printing, or custom gear, we'll make it happen. We're here for our community, and we're ready to work with you.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
This high school broadcast is being sponsored in part by All Temp Systems. At all temps, they deliver the highest level of quality for your comfort. Experienced technicians, customer-first mindset, and upfront pricing, all at all temps. They service all brands and are licensed and fully insured on all services performed. Have All Temps service all of your home comfort needs for you and your family. All Temps is your #1 team. All Temps Systems, Pond Street in Milford.
We can do amazing things when we work together. That's why at Charles River Bank, we're passionate about lending a hand to help businesses of all sizes grow. From lines of credit and term loans to commercial mortgages, we offer a range of powerful lending solutions, as well as local decision-making, guidance, and support from lenders who measure their success by helping you achieve yours. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions.
Whoa! Oh.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Mom, I'm home from practice, and I brought the whole team.
Oh, the floor. Okay, that's great. No, that's great.
Hey, honey. Can you believe all the rain?
Oh, we need new floors.
Milford Hardwood, South Main Street, Milford. Your hardwood flooring professionals with a large selection of hardwood flooring to meet your budget. Pick up a sample today.
GNC Plumbing and Heating is proud to support our local football teams and athletes. Just like a strong defense on the field, they're here to keep your home running smoothly. Big enough to tackle any project and small enough to treat you like family. Visit GNCplumbing.com to learn more.
Football Game, Hometown Pride, and American Climbers serving in and around Hopkinton is right there with you. Proud sponsor of high school football and your go-to for expert tree care. Play hard, climb harder. AmericanClimbers.com.
Flood Fire Pro of Franklin is proud to stand with our local athletes. From floods to fire, they restore more than property, they restore peace of mind. Visit floodfirepro.com, supporting our high school football team all season long.
Help them go to 3-0 on the year. Back here in Bellingham, it will be Westwood who takes over possession here in half number 2. They won the toss and elected to defer, which actually proved to be costly because the first play of the game for Bellingham went 64 yards and into the end zone. Bellingham will be kicking left to right when we get underway.
Have to be so extremely happy if you are Bellingham. The way that first drive went, can't draw it up any more perfect than that. And then just a nice way for them to just compete throughout the whole half. That's why they have the lead here.
Barrasso's kick goes end over end. It's picked up at the 25. Now going to the 30 is Westwood. To the 35. Taken down around the 36, 37-yard line. Late flag comes in as well. We'll see what that's for. But it's right around where the man was tackled.
Maybe holding or helmet to helmet. Not sure exactly. Just a clump of bodies there, Joe.
There's some cheering along the Bellingham student section. Not sure if that's related. Bit of a conversation between the referees right now. They put the blue bag down. It's going to be a block in the back on Westwood. So that should back them up.
The exact opposite of what you wanted to happen if you were Coach Bendel and the Westwood coaching staff. You want to come out, have a clean quarter of football, get down the field, get some early points here, and they commit a penalty quite literally on kickoff.
So instead of the ball being at the 37, it'll be at the 27. Westwood, if they're going to score a touchdown, has to go 73 yards here to begin the second half. 11:56 on the clock after the 4-second return.
Now,
go ahead.
Joe, don't let this fool you. You have to remember last week they were losing to West Bridgewater 14-23 at half. They came back and won 34-29.
Bendel in the shotgun, one receiver on the near sideline, 2-3 lined up on the far sideline. He looks towards that far sideline. It's broken up. Nice play right there from Bellingham to get things going here in the second half. Nice job by the secondary.
And that's the quarterback who also plays cornerback. McGregor getting in there. Nice pass breakup. Second time we've seen him do that so far tonight.
2nd and 10 for Westwood. Westwood standing around, waiting for the play call. It's sign language coming from the sideline for Westwood as they all stand around looking for the signals. Now they've gotten their call, and they'll head to the line. It'll be a pistol formation. Pindell in the shotgun, running back behind him. One receiver lined up on the near sideline, 3 lined up on the far sideline. Here's the snap as he puts his hands together. It's a handoff right up the middle, and pushing his way towards the 30 is the Westwood running back.
Solid job by those Bellingham linebackers, able to crash together, get up the middle, close down all the gaps that the Westwood offensive line was trying to create.
It'll be just shy of the 30. It'll be at the 29-yard line. This will set up 3rd down and 8. Big play for both sides. Bellingham has an opportunity to get Westwood off the field very quickly. Westwood can't afford a 3-and-out.
Not one bit. You see 4 guys lined up at the defensive line right now.
Here's the snap. Pindell looks. He's looking around. He's looking to maybe throw on the run. He tucks it. He's going to run up the sideline towards his own sideline. He just gets the 1st down. Nice job by Pindell finding the sticks and getting out of bounds.
Yeah, sending 4 that time, not putting just 3 guys on the defensive line. Bellingham, however, unable to set the edge there with their pass rush. Something you have to be able to do if you're going to contain a quarterback as mobile as Pindell, who also stands at 6'4", 200 pounds in high school football, Joe.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 37. Westwood going from right to left. Shotgun formation for Pindell. 2 receivers on the near sideline, 1 on the far sideline. They're going to hand it to the running back. He goes up the middle towards the 40, pushing his way past the 40, around the 41, 42-yard line.
Yeah, just solid play. Run, H-back dive, right up the gut. Nice play call there if you're trying to get your run game going. You have to be happy with the 4.5, 5-yard gain they just got right there.
2nd down and medium here for Westwood. Between the 41 and 42 hash marks. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. Running back lined up next to Pindell. And they're going to give it to the running back straight up the middle. New running back this time for Westwood. That's a bit of a change. That's Jackson Martin, the senior, number 28.
Yeah, and we said it in the pregame show. How much would they miss Brendan Chechik? Because he ran for over 65 yards last game.
So that'll be a gain of a couple. It's 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3, it says on the board. We'll go with that, I guess. Ball is at the 44-yard line of Westwood. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on the near sideline, bunched up, 2 receivers bunched up in a similar formation on the far sideline. Here's the snap. Pindell looks to the left side originally. He throws it, and it's complete. Making the catch that time is Westwood's number 11, Jessup, again. A nice conversion there, a tough catch as he got hit.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him on the near sideline. Still able to just fit that ball into his shoulder, put 2 hands on it, bring it down. Nice little hook route to the outside. Great play call from Westwood, getting their quarterback going here now. Gains the 1st down.
So that 0 looks very similar to an 11. That's actually Jaden Drayton that time on the catch for the conversion. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Looking towards the right side. It's a screen, and there's Jessup, but the ball goes through his hands. Incomplete.
Well, Jessup there took his eye off the ball because he's watching one of the backers come through the middle for Bellingham, got through the blocks, and the last thing you want to do is get absolutely popped there, get a hospital ball on that wide receiver screen.
2nd down and 10. Ball on the Bellingham 47-yard line. 8:56 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Westwood has had no issue at all in this game getting the ball into Bellingham territory. The problem has been finishing drives. Pindell in the gun. Running back set up to his left hip. Here's the snap. He's scanning the middle. He'll throw over the middle. Jessup's dropped it again. He was wide open. It looked like he was going to come down with it, but it just went through his hands.
Yeah, nice job by McGregor playing that far side corner as well. Make sure to come over, still hit his man. Make sure he doesn't catch that ball.
So what should have been a first down is now 3rd and 10. As the Bellingham fans began chanting, was trying to decipher what they were saying. I couldn't tell.
Not a clue in the world, Joe. Haven't been in high school in many, many years, but love me some high school football on this Friday night. And Ty Bindell has been putting on a show. He's been slinging it for sure.
3 receivers on the far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. Shotgun formation again. Pindell claps his hands. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as a flag is thrown, and I believe this will be on Westwood for a false start.
Yeah,
based on the reactions.
Bellingham coaching staff looked so relieved that there was finally a false start called against this Westwood offense, and I can't really blame them.
No, there was a few calls that should have been made earlier in this game. They weren't. It didn't come back to bite Bellingham, but at the end of the day, you do still want those calls. So it'll be 3rd and 15. Westwood now backs up into their own territory.
This chant, Joe, I do know. You can't do
yes,
that.
I heard
Makes
that one.
it very simple. I do enjoy a good student section at Friday Night Lights.
Pretty good crowd here for a Friday night. 2 receivers on the near sideline. Here's the snap. Pindell scanning, throws over the middle, and it's intercepted. There were a few that could have been earlier, and here comes Bellingham down to the 40-yard line. Pindell throws his first pick of the game, and who else but Sam Sullivan with the interception.
The senior captain just getting it done there. Lovely interception when he jump up over the middle.
So we will come back after this break, and when we do, Bellingham will look to take a 3-possession lead on MyFM 101.3.
This fall, bring your outdoor projects to life with McIntyre Loam. Local, trusted, and dirt rich. For over 50 years, McIntyre Loam has supplied top quality loam, mulch, sand, gravel, and more to homeowners and contractors around Hopkinton and Douglas. Now through the end of October, take advantage of their fall special on screened loam, perfect for planting, leveling, or preparing your yard for the winter. Prefer to pick it up? Visit one of their convenient locations, or let them bring it straight to your doorstep. Call 508-435-5376 today. Orders by phone only. And get your project ready before the first frost.
Back here at Bellingham High School. Bellingham will take over at the 40 of Westwood. Bellingham will put a man in motion. There's 1 receiver on the far sideline, now 2. Here's the snap. McGregor hands it off to Alger, who cuts up the middle, and now he'll get to the right side of the offensive line. He'll get to around the 35.
Joe, I have to take a moment and go back and just talk about that Sam Sullivan interception. This senior captain, number 6, gets all the way up, full vertical jump, coming across in between 2 routes crossing opposite of each other, able to come down with that football, throw it just a little bit high from Pindell. Sullivan makes him pay for that mistake.
Sullivan has made an impact defensively in this game for sure. He's been hitting people, and he's been making key plays as well.
And now he's out at wide receiver. He really can do it all.
2 receivers stacked up on the far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. Pistol formation. McGregor fakes the snap. Now he'll get it. He'll hand it off to Alger straight up the middle, pushing his legs past the 30 to the 26.
Solid first down run right up the gut. Nice handoff. You see the offensive line getting to their blocks extremely well. The center was able to get to the second level before the running back even had the ball.
Clock continues to tick down. There's 7:35 to play in the third quarter. Bellingham on the move. They are at the 26 of Westwood. Just 1 first down, and that's where they wind up after the interception from Sullivan. McGregor in the shotgun. He's got Alger stacked up next to him. 2 receivers on the far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. Here's the snap. McGregor looks, fires down the Bellingham sideline. Does he come down with it? He does! Touchdown Bellingham, a great play by J.J. Pacelli for the touchdown.
The junior wide receiver loves to go down that near sideline, look over his left shoulder, find the football. Nice throw by McGregor. What an offensive start to the second half from Bellingham.
Bellingham has made a statement here in the second half. They lead 26-6 with 7:05 remaining here in the third quarter. A shocking result in this game so far. as they line up for the extra point. Anthony Barrasso again looking to make this a 3-touchdown game. Here's the snap. It's a good one, and it's right through the middle. 27-6 Bellingham, and when we come back, we'll see if Westwood can stop the fire on MyFM 101.3.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
Back here at Bellingham High School. Bellingham leads by 3 touchdowns. It's 27-6. What a statement here from the Blackhawks so far. Still a lot of game to play.
This game could be the type of game, Joe, where you turn around your season after starting 0-2.
Well, they started 1-3 last year. They rattled off 7 in a row to end the year 8-3 as the kick goes from left to right. It'll be picked up around the 10 to the 15. Not a lot of space here for Westwood as they push it down to around the 21, 22-yard line, where they'll take over.
This Blackhawks defense has been the reason that they've been able to stay in this game. Their offense kind of sputters and spurts. It's been getting it done, but it hasn't been automatic. They've been able to shut down Ty Pindell and Westwood's passing game for the most part. The turnover was massive. The 4th down stands have been massive. And if they keep it up, they're going to be able to see out this game.
Little MLB update. The Tampa Bay Rays currently beating the Boston Red Sox 3-2 in the top of the 4th inning with 1 out as the Red Sox continue to free fall. We will see if they complete the choke. I'm sure they will. Anyways, back to high school football. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 22 for Westwood. Pindell in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He's going to look originally towards that left side, and now he'll do a wide receiver screen to the opposite end, but it lands incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, it was the free rusher, Jacoby McCarthy, the junior, who got to Pindell and forced him to make an errant pass just about a yard in front of his wide receiver there. They've been loving that wide receiver screen. When it works out for him, it's a nice chunk play, but when it doesn't, it does absolutely nothing.
Westwood waiting for the signals. It's taken a little bit to get the signals here in this game. They'll set up in the pistol now. 3 receivers on the far sideline towards Westwood, 1 on the near sideline towards Bellingham. Pindell calls an audible. Points at his running back behind him. Now he'll put his hands together and clap. Now we get a stoppage. We're going to get a timeout for Bellingham. Quick break here on MyFM 101.3, 27-6 Bellingham.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
Milford Regional Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and sports and services at convenient appointment hours in Milford, Franklin, and Northbridge. To learn more, visit milfordregional.org/rehab. UMass Memorial Health Milford Regional is committed to providing exceptional healthcare services to our community with dignity, compassion, and respect.
Back here at Bellingham High School, it's 2nd and 10 from the Westwood 22. Westwood with the ball. 6:54 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Pindell will hand the ball off to his running back. He's got a lane this time. He'll push forward to around the 27, 28-yard line.
Yeah, nice run. Just following their left tackle there. The big number 68 getting it done. That's Peter Mills Jr. And he is just able to get some momentum there. Allows his running back to pick up some easy yardage.
It will be at the 28. It's 3rd and 4 Pindell in the shotgun, one receiver near the Bellingham sideline. They're going to hand it off to the running back, taken down. Nice play right there from Bellingham, and that is number 1, Michael Demers, the outside linebacker who makes a big play on third down. It'll be 4th and 4.
Demers, the only player on this team that had a sack on the season coming into this game. He was the lone sack holder for the Bellingham defense.
Yeah, he comes hobbling to the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe just a cramp. We'll see. But the punting unit is out for Westwood with 5:50 to play in the third quarter. They're already down 3 possessions, but when you're at the 28-yard line of your own, you don't really have much of a choice. So Westwood is electing to punt here. Granted, never know. Could be a fake, as there will be a timeout. And that will be taken by Bellingham again. So we'll take a quick break here on MyFM 101.3, and when we come back, Westwood will punt the ball away.
Dad, let's get you some new glasses.
I don't want to go to one of those big stores. They rush me, and I can never get the right fit.
That's why we're going to Joseph and Thomas Opticians. They take their time and really care about finding the best lenses for you.
Now that sounds like a real service. No wonder they've been trusted in Milford for decades.
Exactly. Let's go. Your new glasses are waiting.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Visit us at josephandthomasopticians.com.
Back here at Bellingham High School, Westwood again in punt formation. Bellingham maybe trying to prepare for a potential fake, as they have now 1 timeout here in the second half. They've taken 2 early. 5:39 remaining in the third quarter. Yeah, it looks like Bellingham set up for a potential fake. Here is the snap. It's right at the hip, and they will punt the ball away. It lands right around midfield. It'll roll to the 42, where it's picked up by Sullivan for Bellingham, who gets a lane to the 40, down to around the 37 of Westwood. Great field position for Bellingham. Sullivan has had a game.
Lovely run there by Sullivan. Able to grab the ball off the ground, scoop it up, cut inside, cut out, find his blockers, gain really nice yardage. Textbook punt return there from Bellingham.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for them at the Westwood, call it 36, as they give him an extra yard. If Bellingham can score here, you are really in the driver's seat, as they would make it a 4-possession game. Pistol formation, 2 receivers lined up on the outside, 1 receiver on the near sideline. McGregor claps his hands together. He'll hand it off to Alger. No, it's a play fake, and it's McGregor up the middle. He will waltz to the end zone. A touchdown for Bellingham. What a play fake right there from Bellingham, and it's McGregor who scores the touchdown.
McGregor pulling the ball on the 2-run option, cutting up to his left side, and there's no one there to stop him there from Westwood. What a dagger.
It's been, that read option has been lethal in this game, and it finally gashes Westwood. And it is now a 27-point ball game. 5:17 to play in the third quarter. It's 33-6. Here comes the extra point from Bellingham. Barrasso's kick is good. 34-6, Blackhawks, and a shocker on MyFM 101.3.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
Back here on MyFM 101.3, 5:17 remaining in the third quarter. It is 34-6, Bellingham. What a shocking result after the first 2 weeks and what things look like. Kicking from left to right is Bellingham. It'll be picked up around the 12-yard line by Westwood. And taken down around the 30 is Westwood. So they'll set up 1st and 10 from around the 30-yard line.
I mean, Joe, I did not see this coming in preparation for this game. I was ready for it to be the Ty Pindell show. I was ready for Bellingham's offense to struggle. None of that has happened so far.
No.
And you know what? It's been an absolute clinic in tackling from Bellingham's defense. It's been a clinic in run blocking from their offense. And when they've needed to, McGregor, the quarterback, the junior, has been the one to just deliver the dagger, whether it's a throw down the sideline or a run up the gut on an option. He's been their guy.
Yeah, he's been very, very great in this game. He's outperformed. He's outdueled Ty Pindell to this point so far. Pindell with a crucial interception that started this half after they were driving. Kind of flipped the tide in this game, it felt like, as they will take over at the 31 after it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Pindell takes the snap. He's looking along. He's scanning the middle. He'll huck down the middle of the field and broken up. No call on the play. There looked like there was some early contact, and raising his hands to the air is Westwood, but it'll be 2nd and 10.
Ryan Adams, a sophomore corner, gets in there for a nice pass breakup. He was beat, but he's diving back, ball just a yard behind the receiver. He's able to get there just in time, the defensive back is, and break that play up.
Pindell was going for it all right there on the first play, and with good reason. It looked like the wide receiver did have Bellingham beat, but a great desperation play from the defense. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers on the far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. Pindell takes the snap. He'll look towards the Westwood sideline, and I believe that went through the hands. Yes, it did. It'll be 3rd and 10 after the drop.
Yeah, rough throw there from Pindell. He had the man open, but just threw it about 2 yards too short towards the sideline, and his receiver unable to get there, keep his feet in bounds.
4:58 to play in the third quarter. 3rd and 10. Westwood really taking their time between plays, getting the call from their coach. Again, sign language. 3 receivers on the near sideline, 1 on the far sideline. Pindell has a running back with him. In the shotgun, claps his hands. Now he'll scan the field. He's going to run. He's under pressure immediately. Pindell is going to get it to the 35, to the 36, where he's taken down around the 37. So that'll set up 4th and about 5 or so.
The Bellingham defense dialed up the blitz, sending a backer and a safety up the middle, man for man with the offensive line. They're able to break through. Pindell, nice job to escape, gain some yardage, keep his team alive.
4th down and 4 from the 37-yard line. Empty set, 3 receivers lined up on the outside. 2 on the near sideline. Pindell takes the snap. Now he looks. He's going to run with it. He'll pick up the 1st down and slide down around the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for Westwood.
1st down for Westwood, and that might have been a designed QB run. They gave him a second. He didn't see the first look, didn't see the slant route there. Just tucked it and took off.
34-6 is the score. Bellingham leads. There's 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Westwood needs to score quickly. Play action this time. Pindell on a bootleg, looking down the field. He'll throw over the middle, and it's through the hands of Westwood. Teddy McGowan, these wide receivers are doing nothing to help Ty Pindell right now, who put that right on the numbers.
Yeah, Teddy McGowan, the sophomore, hit his hands, but it was still a little bit behind him. He spun around. Almost lucky that wasn't another reception for Sullivan, who was trailing right behind him.
Yeah, and it looked like McGowan had a lot of room to run if it was caught. And again, another drop from Westwood, and that's been costly in this game so far. Looks like we've got some potential laundry on the field as well. I didn't catch that during the moment, but there was some "you can't do that" chants. There's a coach with his arms in the air along Westwood's side, and there is a penalty.
I'm curious as to what this is for here. Didn't see anything during the play. Going to see what the referee motions here.
So it was 15 yards, whatever it was, because it's at the 28-yard line. Well, got to wonder if the frustration has finally boiled over for Westwood.
Yeah, it looks like a coach out on the field right now having or trying to have a conversation with the referee, I would say.
So it'll be 2nd down and 25 after Bellingham accepts the penalty. So 2nd and 25 from the 28-yard line. Here's the snap. Pindell looks, hucks it down the field. One-on-one coverage along the sideline and is broken up. A great play right there from Bellingham's cornerback.
Number 30, Ryan Adams, the sophomore. Called his name a few times so far for pass breakup. Saw him a lot of action in the first quarter. Gets called on again there. I'm not going to lie, Joe. Did not love that throw from Ty Pindell. His receiver had Adams draped all over him. Was not open, in my opinion.
Trying to get a vantage point on who that intended receiver was.
I believe it was number 0.
Yeah, Drayton. I believe it was Drayton as well. So a nice play going step for step with Drayton was Ryan Adams. So it'll be 3rd down and 25. Bellingham should be playing back here if I had to guess. You're fine with giving up 10 or so yards. Just make sure you get him down before the sticks.
The last thing you want is a receiver running, and he's only 4 yards away from those sticks, though, Joe.
Yeah, true.
These are some big boys out here.
Here's the snap. Pindell looks. Going to scan the middle. He'll throw it over the middle. Oh, a huge hit that time. Again, guess who? Sullivan. Nice catch right there by number 1, Adam Beauregard, who went up there to make the catch. The ball will be down at the 40-yard line, so they got about 12 yards. It'll be 4th down and about 13. But again, a huge hit.
Sullivan doing his best skydiving impression, I would say there, Joe. Just in the air, cross body, making sure that the catch didn't go anywhere.
4th and 13. The offense stays on the field. Here's some early movement. No call. Here's the snap. As Pindell looks, scans, going to roll out. He'll dump it out, and it'll land incomplete. Turnover on downs yet again. And Bellingham will take over 1st and 10 from the Westwood 40-yard line on MyFM 101.3 when we get back.
This fall, bring your outdoor projects to life with McIntyre Loam. Local, trusted, and dirt rich. For over 50 years, McIntyre Loam has supplied top quality loam, mulch, sand, gravel, and more to homeowners and contractors around Hopkinton and Douglas. Now through the end of October, take advantage of their fall special on screened loam, perfect for planting, leveling, or preparing your yard for the winter. Prefer to pick it up? Visit one of their convenient locations, or let them bring it straight to your doorstep. Call 508-435-5376 today. Orders by phone only. And get your project ready before the first frost.
Back here at Bellingham High School, it is 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks after another huge 4th down stop by the defense. That's been the story of this game, Trent.
Absolutely. The Bellingham defense was able to stand up to the test tonight. Great play calling, great blitz, great coverage. All around good performance.
Alger will take the handoff. He'll kick out to the right side. He'll get close to the 35, where he'll run out of bounds. Looks like he will pick up the 35, so it should be a gain of 5.
Solid gain there from the Bellingham running game. We've seen them take some big chunk plays, but they've been able to gain pretty gradually on the ground as well today.
2nd down, 5 to go when we resume. 2:58 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Bellingham has made a statement tonight, no doubt about it. Similar to what happened last year when we showed up, when Bellingham won 39-0 over Medway, which flipped their season on its head. They were able to rattle off 7 in a row. They didn't lose the rest of the year. We'll see what happens this year. 2nd and 5. Here is the handoff to Alger, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Went nowhere there. Westwood able to get in up there on the block. I do believe that was the linebacker, Jack Corrigan, standing at 5'10", 190. He plugs up the holes extremely well for this Westwood defense when given the opportunity.
2.5 to play. 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 5. Bellingham rightfully in no hurry at all to get to the line. They just want to waste that clock right now. They have one receiver lined out far on the outside. One receiver on the Bellingham sideline, close to the Bellingham sideline. Pistol formation again. McGregor going to give it to Alger, who kicks it out to the right side. He'll pick up that first down. He'll get to around the 29 where he's stacked up. But that's another third down conversion for Bellingham.
Joe, he was met by a defender in the backfield. I think every single yard he gained there was a yard after contact. Super impressive. Had a defender on him the whole time. Still drove forward for yardage, but he limps off here now.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. He's been one of their better players in this game, and he certainly deserves to finish this one out as he limps to the sideline. Let's hope he's all right. Minute 55 and ticking in the third quarter. In to replace Alger is number 22, Jackson Elder. Jackson Elder is a sophomore, 5'8", 150. Pistol formation. Elder very close to McGregor. Just a yard separating the two. Here's the snap. Elder cuts up the middle. Now he'll bank it to the left. Nice run. That'll be close to the first down marker. And again, in the red zone is Bellingham.
Nice job just bouncing with the blocks. Up the gut, bounces left, finds another block, bounces left, continuing to go. Nice gain by the running back there.
They will give them the first down. Bellingham just doing anything they want offensively. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. The clock continues to roll. We are now under a minute here in the third quarter. McGregor, pistol formation, 2 receivers on the near sideline. There's one lined up on the far sideline as well. Elder again a yard behind McGregor. McGregor gonna pull it back. Another read option. This time to the 15, to the 10, cuts to the middle, and he loses the ball. He lost the ball after he tried to fight for extra yardage. Westwood will take over possession. So what looked like the dagger is not, and Westwood will take over after a red zone turnover on MyFM 101.3.
Mom, do I really have to wear glasses?
You do, sweetie. But don't worry, Joseph and Thomas Opticians has lots of fun frames.
Can I pick any pair I want?
Absolutely. And they'll make sure they fit just right.
Oh, they make me look super smart.
That's because you are super smart. And you'll see even better now.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
Back here at Bellingham High School, Bellingham's first turnover of the day comes with 32 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Thankfully for the Blackhawks, they've stacked a 4-touchdown lead, so if they can just do their job defensively, it shouldn't come back to bite them. Westwood will stack up 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. They have to go 95 yards. Pistol formation, they're going to give it off to the running back. Getting past the 5 to around the 6-yard line is Westwood.
Solid run there, but just not picking up the yardage they need if they want to mount this comeback here, Joe.
I believe that was Jackson Martin, number 28.
It was.
As Westwood will now huddle up. I believe we're going to get a stoppage here. Yes, we'll get a timeout call. So we're going to take it. Oh, that's the end of the third quarter. That's what it is. All right. There you go. Thank you, Trent. That's the end of the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and around 9 when we come back on MyFM 101.3.
This fall, bring your outdoor projects to life with McIntyre Loam. Local, trusted, and dirt rich. For over 50 years, McIntyre Loam has supplied top quality loam, mulch, sand, gravel, and more to homeowners and contractors around Hopkinton and Douglas. Now through the end of October, take advantage of their fall special on screened loam, perfect for planting, leveling, or preparing your yard for the winter. Prefer to pick it up? Visit one of their convenient locations, or let them bring it straight to your doorstep. Call 508-435-5376 today. Orders by phone only. And get your project ready before the first frost.
Milford Regional Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and sports and services at convenient appointment hours in Milford, Franklin, and Northbridge. To learn more, visit milfordregional.org/rehab. UMass Memorial Health Milford Regional is committed to providing exceptional healthcare services to our community with dignity, compassion, and respect.
Mom, do I really have to wear glasses?
You do, sweetie. But don't worry, Joseph and Thomas Opticians has lots of fun frames.
Can I pick any pair I want?
Absolutely. And they'll make sure they fit just right.
Oh, they make me look super smart.
That's because you are super smart. And you'll see even better now.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
Back here at Bellingham High School, where Westwood has 2nd and 10 from the 5-yard line. Westwood now going left to right here as we begin things in the 4th quarter. 12 fresh ones on the board. It's 34-6 Blackhawks. We're going to get early movement again from Westwood. It's been happening all night. They've only been called on a couple. So this will back them up half the distance. Go ahead, Trent.
Bellingham's coach is happy with that call again. That's all I was going to say there, Joe. Just it's happened all night, but it hasn't been called all night.
So it should be 2nd and around 12 or 13 after the false start penalty, since they were around the 5. They will be backed up half the distance. Can't go 5 yards at the 5-yard line.
Looking like just 3 on the defensive line right now for Bellingham. Again, they're constantly sending rushers and blitzers from every different part of their defense.
Pindell claps his hands. He'll snap the ball. He'll give it to his running back, who cuts up the middle of the offensive line, and he won't get much. Maybe 1, maybe 2. Either way, it'll be 3rd down.
Just plug in the gap there. The 3 guys on the defensive line doing the job for Bellingham. They didn't even get to the 2nd level.
So they're able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10. 11:30 to play here in the 4th quarter. I mean, in this situation, there's no choice but to go for it, right?
I would think so.
I mean, the time is against you at this point. Westwood's going to have to try to get 4 possessions out of the next 11 minutes and score every single time. That's a tall task, but it starts with 3rd and 10. Pindell from the gun, claps his hands together, looks for an option. He's going to throw along the Bellingham sideline. A beautiful throw, and it's completed. And running out of bounds is Drayton for the 1st down.
That's the best throw we've seen from Ty Pindell all day. He just takes the ball off the snap, brings it back, looks, sees his guys making the route perfectly, puts it exactly where it needs to be.
That advances to the 22-yard line of Bellingham. Here's the snap from Pindell, obviously in the shotgun. Pump fake, now he'll throw along the Westwood sideline, and it's complete on the run, down to around the Bellingham 33-yard line. Teddy McGowan. Huge gain that time from Westwood, one of their biggest plays of the day.
Solid gain from McGowan. The pump fake really sold it to the DB from Pindell. And this is exactly what they have to do if they want to be able to get back in this game.
10:57 to go, regular time. Pistol formation, Pindell quickly to the line. 1 receiver lined up on the far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. They're going to hand it off to the running back. Straight up the middle. Got a big chunk that time, and it'll be number 27, Jack Button, I believe.
Yeah, if they keep running the football like that, they're also going to be an issue. When they're picking up chunk plays in both the run and pass game, that's how you get back in a game like this.
So close to the 1st down marker. It looks like gain of 9.5. The Sticks aren't really sure what the play is. And Pindell will cut up the field to around the 15-yard line. That'll definitely be a 1st down. I don't think the Sticks knew if that was a 1st down or not, but it doesn't matter now.
Nice run there by Pindell. I think that was a designed QB run. Takes it, tucks it, goes to the left side of his offensive line, getting blockers, gaining the yardage.
They keep letting the play go when the Sticks aren't ready, so now it'll be 2nd down because the Sticks weren't ready. It was 1st and 10. The original line of scrimmage beforehand was around the 22 of Bellingham. It'll now be 1st and 10. Here's the snap. As throwing along the sideline and completing is Pindell, and that should be a touchdown. It is. Great play right there from Pindell. And along that Bellingham sideline, cutting into this lead, is Westwood. I believe it was number 18, McDonald, on the catch. Trying to get a confirmation on that, but
it was number 18, McDonald on the catch, I believe. And just a nice, solid rollout, find his guy. Ty Pindell is turning it on finally.
Well, it really hasn't been Pindell's fault for the majority of this game. Pindell has made some good throws. He has also made some risky ones. They're going to go for 2. But he's had a lot of drops. That hasn't helped him.
Not at all. But those risky throws have scared me, Joe. He deserves to have more than just the one turnover.
It is true. It is 34-12, 9:51 to play. They're going to go for 2 to make it a 20-point game. Pindell quickly throws to the Bellingham sideline. The ball comes loose. Is that ball live? Looks like it might have been live for a second. Either way, that 2-point play is no good. It'll be 34-12 in favor of the Blackhawks with 9:51 remaining when we come back on MyFM 101.3.
The Pool Store, that's all about fun. Let the pool and spa experts at Crystal Pool and Spa of Bellingham be your source for all your pool and spa supplies. Crystal Pool and Spa is the area's leading pool store for families who want to spend less time maintaining the pool and more time enjoying it. Crystal Pool offers the largest selection of pool products under one roof to meet your pool needs and budget. Booking now for openings and closings for 2026. Crystal Pool and Spa, Route 140 in Bellingham, 508-966-1322.
Back at Bellingham High School, 34-12 the score. I apologize for the confusion before the Pindell touchdown. It's just the chain gang and the referees need to get on the same page.
Yeah, I don't know what's been happening in this game, Joe, but they're putting up first down. I think at one point they had 4th down 3 times in a row, according to the chain gang. So definitely not the cleanest game from an officiating standpoint. But regardless, it's still been an absolute great game from a Bellingham standpoint.
Sure has. As Westwood goes onside kick, do they get the ball? There's a huge huddle up. It looked like it originally bounced off Bellingham's hands. Both sides pointing to each other's opposite ends. As, what is the sign here? Bellingham recovers. So Bellingham avoids a potential disaster as Westwood nearly caught them off guard.
Super close when they're Wyatt Calgary, the junior captain for Bellingham. Hits him in the hands, goes back on the ground. He's able to jump on top of it. Somehow, I'm not going to lie, from my eyes, it looked as though Westwood had recovered the ball.
It did. For a split second there, I thought Westwood hopped on the football after Bellingham wasn't able to get it. But either way, 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks. They are at the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line. They don't have to go too far to get in the end zone. Just 53 yards.
Well, we've seen them do that in one play with a cloud of dust to open up this game, Joe. Could they do it again here? Just break a run. That's all you need to do.
So Mason Alger is back on the field, so he missed the end of last drive, but it doesn't matter. Here's the snap. They'll give it right back to him. He cuts up the middle, past midfield, pushing towards the 45 of Westwood, down to around the 44. Nice run right there from Alger, proving he's healthy.
And the Bellingham fan base happy to see him back out there, making a nice run as well.
So it'll be 2nd down from the 44 of Westwood. 2nd and 1. 9:20 remaining. Bellingham should be in no hurry at all. They're up 3 possessions. McGregor pointing around. Now he puts his hands out. Now claps. He'll give the ball to Alger again. Kicks it out to the left side. He gains the 1st down. He'll get to around the 40 where he's hit and stays in bounds, so that clock will continue to roll down once they set the ball.
Good 1st down yardage. Feel like I'm a broken record at this point, Joe, but Bellingham, nice run game, really complements them well with that junior quarterback. They're able to, still use him for big plays, but it's been the running game that's won this game offensively, I mean. Obviously the defense has been outstanding.
2 receivers on the far sideline. Pistol formation, 1 receiver. It's Sullivan near Bellingham's sideline. McGregor yet to put his hands out. He's just standing there, standing tall. Now he'll put his hands out. He'll clap his hands together. He'll give it to Alger, who cuts up the middle, and he won't get much, and there's a quick flag as well. We'll see what the call is, but usually when a flag is out that quickly, it's on the offense. unless there was an offside.
We'll see here. Have to imagine after that second quarter, Bellingham deserves some of those calls to go their way now.
I would agree with you. Although I don't think it's going to go their way, if I had to guess. Again, just guessing. They are going to back him up. It's a legal procedure on Bellingham. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be first down and 15. Ball on the 45 of Westwood. Westwood.
All right, Joe. Just still waiting here on this refereeing crew, and now the play call is still coming into Bellingham.
Yeah, there's been a lot of chatter between plays, a lot of standing around between plays. It's been a long game. Still 8 minutes to go. It's just about 9:15 here in Bellingham. McGregor in the pistol formation. He's got Alger behind him. 2 receivers on the far sideline, 1 on the near sideline. Again, it's Sullivan. Claps his hands. Fakes the handoff. He'll throw it over to the sideline of Westwood, but it's dropped by Piselli. That's a rare sight. Piselli's had a good game otherwise.
He's had a very good game, but something about that very simple wide receiver bubble screen there just doesn't work out for him.
Could be one of those things where he's looking up the field a little bit too quickly, takes his eyes off the ball, and forgets to catch it.
Not sure I like that play call from Bellingham either. Stops the clock with that drop pass.
Yeah, 8:03 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Pistol formation again. If I had to guess, they're going to go to Alger, or they might do a read option. McGregor claps his hands together. They will go to Alger. He's going to try to go to the left side of the offensive line. There's nothing there. Nice play right there from Westwood, and they even push him out of bounds. Time does continue to tick.
McGregor yelling at the sideline, seems to be in some confusion with the coach, waving both his hands down at his hips as if he's upset with the play calling or not able to understand it.
So with the time rolling down, it'll be third down, 15. Bellingham again just with their hands at their hips, waiting for the calls from their coaches. Now they get it. 7:20 remaining. Bellingham again in absolutely no rush at all. And who can blame him? 2 receivers on the far sideline, Sullivan on the near sideline. Claps his hands. And they're going to give it to Alger, who pushes forwards towards the 40. I don't think he got there, though. So that'll be fourth down.
Do we see a punt here, Joe?
If you're asking me, I would punt, because I would just try to pin him deep with 6 or so minutes remaining. You make it even more difficult if that's the case. But we will see what Bellingham decides to do. It'll be 4th and 12.
I mean, the quarterback staying out there, the offensive line staying out there. It looks to me as though they're going for it. I personally don't think this is the right football move. Your defense is so good. Just pin him back and want to finish your game out. But
yeah, make him go the distance. They haven't really done that so far in this game. So, again, Bellingham is just standing around. They're going to probably take a timeout here. There is a stoppage, and it is Bellingham's final timeout of the second half. So when we come back, we will see what they do offensively. There's 6:19 remaining, 34-12 Blackhawks on MyFM 101.3.
It's been said that the most important things in life are the connections you make with others. At Charles River Bank, you'll find not just the powerful solutions you need for managing your money, including paying your bills, handling your day-to-day expenses, and planning for the future, but also the personal connections you can count on from neighbors you know and who are always willing to lend a hand. Stop in or visit us online at charlesriverbank.com to learn more. Charles River Bank, personal connections, powerful solutions. Member FDIC, DIF.
GNC Plumbing and Heating is proud to support our local football teams and athletes. Just like a strong defense on the field, they're here to keep your home running smoothly. Big enough to tackle any project and small enough to treat you like family. Visit GNCplumbing.com to learn more.
Back here at Bellingham High School, looks like they're going to punt away. 6:19 remaining on MyFM 101.3. It's 34-12 Blackhawks in a stunning result. The punter for Bellingham is the kicker, Barrasso. His first of the day, and he'll take a nice snap and he'll punt it end over end towards around the 10-yard line. It'll bounce around the 10. It'll roll to around the 5. A great punt from Barrasso. Pins him deep, and that's exactly what you want from your punter.
Yeah, and it sets your defense up perfectly. I don't see how Westwood's going to come back at this point in the game. There's 6:08 left on the clock. They've struggled to go the full distance here. They're going to have to go over 90 yards if they want to get a touchdown. I mean, Ty Bedell can do it, but, man, does he have his work cut out for him right now.
Yeah, he's got 6:08 to go. He's down 22 points, and he's got to go over this mountain of 95 yards first before we can worry about scoring the next 2 times. A little bit of some score updates here for you. Uxbridge currently leads 47-27 over Nipmuc last we checked, and Northbridge defeated St. Bernard's 46-14. As we get back to the action here at Bellingham High School, 6:08 remaining. First and 10 from the 5. Pindell in the shotgun, running back near him. There's one receiver on the far sideline. There's one on the near sideline. They're going to hand it off to the runner. Westwood running back pushing forwards past the 10 to the 11.
Solid gain there.
If you're Bellingham, you're fine with that, though.
Yeah, I was going to say the clock's still running. I'm not sure how much that really helped Westwood.
So it'll be second down in about 4 or 3. Can't get a great vantage point of that down in distance from my view here. And we'll call it 3. That's what the board says. Second and 3 from the 12. Here's the snap. Pindell going to give it to his running back again, and that'll be enough for the first down.
At some point, Westwood needs to throw the ball. I don't think they're completely out of this game yet. It's a little embarrassing to me that you're going to run the ball twice in a row. I think you need to still go for the win. You need to give your athletes a fighting chance here. I understand an interception would be, ball game, but at the same time, just give them a chance.
5:20 on the clock. Ball is at the 12-yard line. They've wasted close to a minute here to go, 8 yards, 9 yards, 10 yards?
Yeah, not worth it in my opinion, Joe. And there we go.
Another handoff again. And getting out of bounds that time is Westwood. And again, that was Jack Button, number 27. Time does continue to roll down as he was forced out of bounds. That'll keep the clock ticking.
At this point, they're just raising the white flag. Joe, they're down 2 scores and not doing much about it.
4:45 to go before this one is wrapped up, it seems. It'll be second down and 3 from close to the 25. Pindell, pistol formation, claps his hands together. Another handoff. They're going to give it back to Button, and no gain on the play.
Well, this crowd, I'll tell you, they've been into it all game, and it's almost as if they help cheer their team on to victory.
Westwood in no hurry at all. It looks like they are just focusing on getting a good drive together for momentum into next week.
Try some new plays out, get some film out there if necessary, but I think it's safe to say they're done.
Another handoff, this time to Button. He's going to fight through a couple of tackles. That was number 28 this time, so that was Jackson Martin. Nice run from him. He was able to fight through a couple tackles. Check that. That was number 20. Number 20, Kyle O'Shea. So we've seen a lot of different names here for Westwood.
And we haven't seen a pass this drive, Joe. I think they're telling Ty, their star quarterback, that he's done for the day.
3:38 to go. Time continues to dwindle down in this game at Bellingham High School. Bellingham looks to improve to 1-2. Pindell, play action. He's going to throw it quickly along the sideline where it is caught and completed. That will be caught by Drayton yet again. He's had a few catches in this game. Decent game from him as well.
Yeah, solid game, but only 12 points on the board with however many yards that this passing offense must have had. Has to be a letdown for Westwood.
3:25 to play. Drayton did get out of bounds, so the time is not ticking currently. There's only a gain of about 3. It'll be at the 35 of their own. Handoff this time. We'll see who the runner is. Again, I believe that's number 20. That is. So, again, that'll be Kyle O'Shea on the run. He'll pick up maybe 2 yards, as O'Shea is going to be substituted for Jackson Martin, 28.
Yeah, Jackson Martin has been their best running back, in my opinion, so far today. They've gone with about 3 or 4 different guys carrying the ball, but he's been the one that's gotten off the blocks the best and found the holes just as well.
So Bellingham will improve to 1-2 here, and Westwood will drop to 1-1 on the season. Westwood with a very impressive 34-29 victory last week, negated here in week number 3. Gain of a couple on that run. It'll set up 4th and 1.
As you mentioned, Westwood came back to win last week, could not come back this week, and I think that's a credit to Bellingham, both offensively and defensively, able to smother their opponent.
We've seen Bellingham really recover after tough starts, especially last year after 7 straight victories, after falling behind 1-3 on the season. First down is picked up by Westwood. There's 2:11 remaining. Time continues to dwindle down. Just to finish that thought, Bellingham 1-3 last year. They finished 8-3. Is this a game where they can get propelled to the postseason?
Oh, there's not a doubt in my mind, Joe.
Under 2 minutes to go in this game. Pindell going to look to throw. He's going to scan the field. He'll throw along the Westwood sideline. There was pressure right in his face. He bailed out, and as a result, the throw was short. To 2nd and 10 with 1:51 to go.
Just a great team win. That's exactly what this is. You didn't have 1 star, you didn't have 2 stars. Everyone that stepped out on that field today for Bellingham put in a superstar performance.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 46. Snap, going to give it to the running back. And pushing forwards, he'll get about 3 yards to the 49. Should be about 3rd and 7. Running back on that play again, Jackson Martin. As we got a loose balloon here with about 1:20 to go. The balloon is floating away. Ty's getting a good shot of that if you're on the live stream. Handoff. They're going to push forward right around the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. It'll be 4th down. It looked like it was again number 28, Martin.
Well, story of the game right there. Westwood gets a few yards, but Bellingham knocks him backwards.
Now there's going to be under a minute to go. It'll be 4th down and 6 from the Bellingham 49. Westwood taking their time, just substituting players. They're going to get calls from the sideline as well. We'll see if they punt it away as they now make a major substitution. A lot of new names out there. 35 seconds to go. They're taking a long time. They might have to take a timeout here just to make sure they get everyone out there on time. 20 seconds. Westwood now officially waving the white flag here in week 3. They're going to punt it away. They do get the snap off. They do punt it away. And it'll be down right around the 30. It'll keep rolling in the wrong direction if you're Westwood. It'll go to about the 34-yard line. There's 7 seconds to go. And that's pretty much going to do it. Bellingham with a huge victory here in week number 3. They do, I believe, have to kneel the ball. The entire team is heading out towards the middle of the field, so we will see if they're just going to close this one out and just say this game's over. As Westwood does line up, Bellingham does line up. That is the ball game. They'll just let the clock run. Bellingham improves to 1-2. We'll come back to recap it all after these words on MyFM 101.3.
Want to make your event unforgettable? Let the 101.3 MyFM event marketing team bring the energy and excitement. Whether it's a festival, corporate event, or community celebration, we've got you covered with live broadcasts, DJ equipment, rentals, and more.
We'll work with you to create a custom bundle that fits your needs. Visit myfmtoday.com and fill out our EMT request form. Let's make your next big occasion one to remember. Together with MyFM.
Have you been to Galliford's Restaurant and Tavern at Southwick Zoo in Mendon? The Brewer family welcomes you to enjoy their delicious, freshly prepared entrees. Galliford's is not just a restaurant, but a culinary experience, featuring family-style New England comfort food. Check out the Daniels Room, a private function room to accommodate any occasion needed, even a wedding on the grounds of the zoo. The holiday season is waiting for you at the zoo. Go to Southwick Zoo's website to check the date and times of the all-new holiday experience. Make Southwick Zoo and Galliford's a holiday tradition.
Do you want your business, team, or family to look their best? Head to the Embroidery Bar in Milford, your local shop for custom embroidery and t-shirt design. From shirts to hats, cups to flasks, if you can dream it, they can stitch it.
I'm John, co-owner of the Embroidery Bar. We're right here in Milford, and we love helping local schools, teams, and businesses show off their pride. Big or small, we've got you covered.
Stop by the Embroidery Bar at 208 Main Street, 2nd floor, right here in Milford. Or you can visit them online at theembroidery-bar.com. The Embroidery Bar in Milford, the local go-to for looking your best.
I need new glasses, but those chain stores are all the same. Rush service, limited choices.
That's why we're at Joseph and Thomas Opticians. They've been in Milford for over 38 years, and their selection is amazing.
Wow, these frames actually fit me, and they're helping me pick the best lenses for my lifestyle.
That's the difference. Personal service, great quality, and no pressure.
You're right. Forget the chains. This is where I'm coming from now on.
Joseph and Thomas Opticians. Trusted on site. Find us at 138 South Main Street, Milford.
You know that amazing feeling when you hit every green light on Main Street? Woohoo! Take that feeling with you when you start shopping for your new home. With a mortgage pre-approval from Milford Federal, you've got the green light to find your dream home. Why get pre-approved? Well, peace of mind, competitive edge, and savings. With your pre-approval, Milford Federal will pay for your appraisal when you find your home. And with your pre-approval in hand, it's nothing but green lights through closing. Appraisal fee to be credited at closing. New purchase, construction, or refinance customer only. Offer cannot be used in conjunction with any other discount. Offer must be confirmed with application. Valid 2/24/2025 while offer lasts. Offer subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 465956. Visit your local branch today to get pre-approved or apply online at milfordfederal.com.
This high school broadcast is being sponsored in part by All Temps Systems. At All Temps, they deliver the highest level of quality for your comfort. Experienced technicians, customer-first mindset, and upfront pricing, all at All Temps. They service all brands and are licensed and fully insured on all services performed. Have All Temps service all of your home comfort needs for you and your family. All Temps is your #1 team. All Temps Systems, Pond Street in Milford.
At ABC Air Heating and Cooling, we believe in hard work on the field and in your home, serving Northridge families with expert heating and cooling service. We're proud to sponsor this football season. Visit abcairheatingandcooling.com, where comfort wins.
Modern Design and Build out of Holliston is proud to sponsor your local high school football team. From dream kitchens to stunning home additions, we build it right here in your community. Visit designbuildmodern.com to book a free estimate and let's build something great together.
Don't be fooled by the name Pepperoncini's Pizzeria. It's not just pizza. Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill at East Main Street in Milford is a family restaurant with a full menu for your full family. From their great tasting appetizers to game time wings on the bone tossed in a multitude of different flavors. Pepperoncini's offers catering for all corporate events as well as private parties. For the best pizza in the Milford area, it's Pepperoncini's. Bring the family to Pepperoncini's Pizzeria and Grill. You won't leave hungry. Gluten-free pizza on the menu.
Whoa! Oh.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine, honey.
Mom, I'm home from practice, and I brought the whole team.
Oh, the floor. Okay, that's great. No, that's great.
Hey, honey. Can you believe all the rain?
Oh, we need new floors.
Milford Hardwood, South Main Street, Milford. Your hardwood flooring professionals with a large selection of hardwood flooring to meet your budget. Pick up a sample today.
Are you thinking about buying a new car or maybe looking to refinance an existing car loan? At Homefield Credit Union, we offer competitive rates on new car purchases as well as car loan refinancing. And with our Auto Advisor program, Homefield Credit Union can help you get a fair and competitive price on a new or used vehicle while financing directly with the credit union. Homefield Credit Union, banking with a Homefield advantage. Stop by or call today, 508-839-5493, 138 South Main Street in Milford and at 86 Worcester Street in North Grafton.
Milford Regional Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and sports and services at convenient appointment hours in Milford, Franklin, and Northbridge. To learn more, visit milfordregional.org/rehab. UMass Memorial Health Milford Regional is committed to providing exceptional healthcare services to our community with dignity, compassion, and respect.
Milford Tire and Service is not just a tire store. With years of continuous high-quality service, the folks at Milford Tire know what it takes to protect your family when it comes to high-quality, safe tires. Just before you take your family out for your next long or short summer trip, Milford Tire asks you to just take a quick walk around and check the tire tread left on your car. At Milford Tire, they do a full range of repairs, alignments, brakes, struts, shocks, and other jobs, all guaranteed. At Milford Tire, your family's safety comes first, and your cars too. Milford Tire and Service, Route 140 in Hopedale.
Kick it!
Tonight's post-game show is sponsored by Milford Nissan and Milford Nissan Collision Center at your service, customer-focused and ready to help. Trent, not much to say, really. It's just a fantastic game from Bellingham all around, a game they much needed. It was a must-win game in a tough spot, and boy, did they ever deliver.
Well, football is a team game, Joe, and it was a team win. Fantastic from everybody on the field. So many players stood out for this Bellingham team. I thought the play calls were great. And on the opposite side, Westwood just unable to just finish it realistically. They had the yards and everything else, but Bellingham just stood strong, stood tall, and well-deserving of this win here.
Yeah, they absolutely deserved the win here today, and I agree. You know, Westwood was unable to finish drives. But you got to give Bellingham a ton of credit. You know, they bent, but they didn't break. And you saw that a lot here tonight, a lot of fourth down stops.
Plenty of fourth down stops on both sides of the ball, whether it was them converting the fourth down on offense or them, stopping, obviously, Westwood and that Ty Pindell offense. Overall, just fantastic coverage in the secondary. They got to the quarterback well when they needed to. That was my biggest concern. Only one sack coming into this game. They got plenty of tackles for loss, had a few sacks, got after the quarterback well today.
So 2 tough road losses for Bellingham set them back 2 games on their schedule. They come back at home. They get some home cooking tonight. They score 34 points. 34-12 is your final score if you're just tuning in. Bellingham had a lead as big as 34-6 at one point. Really, the first play of the game was the story of this game.
100%. A 60-plus yard touchdown run, and Bellingham off to the races after that, and Westwood just unable to catch up.
So we will see if Bellingham can continue their winning ways next week against Dedham. They're again at home. And this is where Bellingham really turned the tides last year, where they were 1-3 last year. They were 2 games under 500. They had a big win against Medway at home, and they won every game the rest of the season. We will see if another big home win, this time against Westwood, can flip the tide for them again. So we have to get to the Pepperoncinis player of the game, or in this case, Trent, the Pepperoncinis players, plural, of the game. You want to take it away for this?
Absolutely, Joe. Well, I mean, it has to be the senior captain, number 6, Sam Sullivan. He had the interception, had the takeaway. He was absolutely hitting people out there today.
Set the tone defensively for sure.
For lack of better terms, he was letting the boom. And he was coming across the middle, playing that strong safety position, and he was absolutely wrecking people. And then our other player has to be Cam McGregor, the junior quarterback. He also plays cornerback and quarterback. Yeah, a bit of a tongue twister there, but he had several pass breakups, played very well on the defensive side of the ball as part of a fantastic secondary performance along with Sullivan. And then on the offensive side of the ball, great long touchdown run. Put in some nice deep balls when he had to. They didn't ask a lot from him, but when he had to make that deep throw, which he did a couple of times, it was there, and it was a nice throw. Made sure to look off the defender, find the open man. Didn't ever put the ball in harm's way. Have to give kudos to those two guys for helping their team to a win today.
Your Pepperoncinis players of the game, Sam Sullivan and Cam McGregor, both of which made an impact on both sides of the ball here tonight. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Bellingham High School in week number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in here for week number 3. Bellingham improves to 1-2 on the season, a 34-12 shocker over Westwood. For Ty over here at the camera, for Trent to my right, I am Joe. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Nate, as well.
Thank you for listening to MyFM 101.3's coverage of high school football. Brought to you by Milford Federal Bank, Joseph and Thomas Opticians, Milford Regional UMass Memorial Health, Crystal Pool and Spa, The Embroidery Bar in Milford, All Temp System, Milford Hardwood, Oliva's Market Catering and Gourmet Gift Shop, Pepperoncinis, Winks Salon and Spa, ABC Air Heating and Cooling, Milford Tire Service,